Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope y'all had a great day overall, man. I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We're gonna be talking about the grand arrivals with Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Terence Crawford being booed at the grand arrivals. We're gonna talk about the supposed shoulder injury that Terence Crawford supposedly has. We're gonna talk about his statement and promising to run upside Canelo's head and all of that good stuff, man. But before we get into that, if y'all can go ahead and hit the likes, that'd be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,100 mark, about to hit that 3,200 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob for making this possible. What's going on? What's going on? How we feeling? How we feeling? Let's go ahead and hit the likes, y'all. Let's get the algorithm on the up so the people know that Mazuma TV is live. Coffee plant in the building. What up? Marlon 2631, what up? Coffee said, what shoulder injury? I mean, that's what they're saying. There's like this rumor going around. We spoke about it a little bit last night. We probably not even going to talk about it too much, to be honest with you. But there was like this rumor going around that, Terence Crawford has this shoulder injury going into the Canelo Alvarez fight and stuff like that. I seen Tim Bradley speak on it. I don't know what validity that rumor has, to be honest with you, but I most likely I ain't gonna be talking about it too much because that's irrelevant. You feel me? At the end of the day, he's still following through with the fight. I don't really see anything that gives me any type of indication that his shoulder injury is severe. So it's like, why am I gonna just come out here and use that as an excuse for why he may come up short? Yeah, no cams go 100%. That's a fact. No cams go 100%. That's a fact. Trust me. We don't have fighters who had like torn rotate, partially torn rotator cuffs in fights, dislocated shoulders, elbow injuries, ankle injuries, fractured thumbs, and like a torn ligament in like the thumb, like bro, everything you could think of. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they still go on the fight, and you can't even tell. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to really speak on that. I'm really not. As a matter of fact, yeah, we're not talking about that at all. 88 Sports Talk, what up? He said if a fighter injured, they damn sure not going to mention it. That's a fact. Why would they? So even if it's let's say the rumors are true. Let's say it like it's a situation where Terence Crawford is really injured. That came from a real place. You think Terence Crawford about to sit here and admit that? Absolutely not. Why would he admit that when Canelo is notoriously known for punching people on the arms, tearing biceps, punching people on the shoulders, and even Bivol was like, man, I'm sore as shit from how many times this dude done punched me in my fucking arms. Why would Terence Crawford let him know that? That'll just make his situation way worse than what it is. So, you know what I mean? If there is some truth to that injury being had, Terence Crawford better keep that shit as low key as possible. Durand R says he already denied seconds ago. I mean, I would too. Even if it was true, I would deny it too. Why would I want to let Canelo Alvarez know that? Why would I want you to know that? You feel what I mean? I wouldn't want nobody to know that. The only person that'll probably know is my coach. And even then, if I could hide it from my coach, I hide it from him too, because I don't want to stress him out and have him second guessing me going into the ring. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. But shout out to Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, Turkey Al-Sheikh. Max Kellerman was in the building conducting, I guess small interviews at the grand arrival. It looked lit. It was a lot of Mexicans in the building. It was a shit ton of Mexicans in the building. And I don't know why, but I did not expect Terence Crawford to get the reaction that he got when he got there. Bella Faith, what up? What up? I did not expect Terence Crawford to get that reaction when he got there. But then again, I'm like, oh, you're on the West Coast. Vegas ain't that far from Cali. They're actually right next to each other state-wise. I should have figured that. I should have put two and two together and figured that, the Mexicans was going to be in the building, man. It was so it was popping. It was popping. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, man, because, prior to this live that we were having right here, on previous lives, I was talking about how, fight wasn't really being promoted too well. In my opinion, I think they like promoting shit all last second. And I don't know if it's because like technically it's not a pay-per-view, it's on Netflix. So, it's basically free outside of like, paying a monthly fee for Netflix. It's basically like a free fight. And everybody and their mom got Netflix nowadays. So it's like maybe they don't feel like they have to promote it as much because Netflix is a huge platform and they getting the word out there. And I don't know, but the fact that there was so many Mexicans at that grand arrival and Terence Crawford was getting booed the way that he was getting. I heard a little boos in the beginning and I'm like, oh, okay. Let's see who they booing. Then you just see a bunch of like Terence Crawford logos all around. So I'm like, oh, okay. Then eventually you see Terence Crawford in the middle. And bro, as he got closer to Max Kellerman, the boos got louder and louder and louder. I'm like, wow. I was like, damn, I thought people really respected Bud, but then you got to remember these Mexicans is loyal to the soil. They rock with la raza. You feel what I'm saying? So they not about to be friendly with nobody, and I don't expect them to. You see what I mean? But it looked like Terence Crawford really wasn't fazed by it at all. You know what I mean? Like I said, Terence Crawford is a real confident, stubborn dude. And to be honest with you, when you doubt him, that's when he's most motivated. He done told you his stories about his mother and how the way he came up and how his mom doubted every little thing he did. And, pretty much didn't really show him any type of love growing up. So from the very beginning of his adolescence, he became very motivated off of trash talk or negativity. Negativity drove him because he wanted to prove you wrong so bad. So when you're looking at this whole situation, it's like, y'all really just adding fuel to the fire, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is still an uphill battle for, Terence Crawford and, in regard to, the things that he's facing, a lot of unknowns in this situation on Terence Crawford's side. However, this dude is extremely competitive. He doesn't want to lose at anything that he does. And he prepares properly to prevent poor performances. That's something that we do know. So Terence Crawford, he's just going to use this as a way to fuel himself going into this fight. You see what I'm saying? And he didn't look phased at all. He was telling people to boo more. You know what I mean? Which, like I said, really speaks to his confidence. He wasn't getting frustrated or anything like that. He wasn't like Tank after the Roach fight, like, damn, man, y'all really booing me, man? Damn, man. Y'all really booing. Damn, man. But Terence Crawford don't give a fuck about none of that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, go ahead, bring all them boos. This shit ain't going to stop. What's going to happen Saturday night? You feel what I'm saying? He said he gonna run upside Canelo Alvarez's head. So he talking that shit. And he said a lot of y'all Canelo fans, y'all gonna be crying. And he said, I hope that y'all put y'all money up for this fight. So Crawford pretty much telling you he don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. It's not gonna change the outcome of this fight, which lets you know that he's confident in his ability in winning, on Saturday night. And then he's also saying, I hope y'all haters lose y'all money for doubting me. So it's pretty interesting that he was just so composed and nonchalant, not really caring too much about what the fans say. That shows a lot of maturity and confidence on Crawford's side, because there's other people who let the boos get to them. There's people who genuinely get upset when they hear people booing them, or that really gets to their psyche. You know what I mean? People do crumble under pressure. Crawford's not one of them. You feel what I'm saying? He's been performing at an elite level for well over a decade. You know what I'm saying? So he done been in these situations, and he even brought up a situation where he faced this before. He said when he went over to Scotland to face Ricky Burns, he experienced something similar. You know what I mean? Just like Errol Spence did when he went over to the UK to fight Kell Brook. They said he was getting booed. They was throwing brownies at him and all types of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what happens when you go into unfamiliar territory. I'm sure that if Canelo had went to Nebraska, he may have faced the same type of boos. It's all about where you at. And when you in the West Coast, man, that's where La Raza thrives. That's where they at, cuz. So it is what it is. That's just that's basically a given, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? So great grand arrival, man. I love Terence Crawford's confidence. Bo Mac as confident as can be. And when Max had asked Max was definitely glazing Canelo heavy. Like, that shit was insane. But, you know, he asked some valid questions. You know what I mean? He even went to ask Bomac, like, what advantage do y'all got? And what is it exactly that y'all have that's going to get y'all to win on Saturday night? Just paraphrasing, of course. And Bomac kept it short and sweet. Ring IQ. So as a coach, when I hear that, that lets me know that Bomac is looking to bring out all of Terence Crawford's tools Saturday night. So this ain't going to be a one-way approach for Crawford where he just walking a Canelo or he's getting mobile and you know, just being a constant moving target. To me, when I hear ring IQ, that means he's going to put on a full display of his ring intelligence. Like, he's gonna lay it all out on the line, and he's gonna use every trick in the book against Canelo to show him that you're not on my level. That's what that told me. And I was listening. Like, I don't really like to listen to Tim Bradley too much. Y'all know how I feel about him. I disagree with him on a lot of things. I don't really like how the way he carries certain subjects. I don't like how he approaches certain topics, especially when it's about our people. But I do listen to him because look, man, that's a Hall of Fame level fighter. He has a take that a lot of people don't have because not everybody has made it to the Hall of Fame. Not everybody has fought at an elite level. Not everybody has won a world title. So I respect him in that instance, and I like to hear the things that he has to say. And he was saying how he believes. Now, y'all tell me if I'm tripping. He believes that Terence Crawford has to push Canelo Alvarez back in order to win this fight. That's what Tim Bradley said. And when I first heard that, I took it into consideration. And I was like, I never really seen Canelo Alvarez take a step backwards. So, yeah. I think like the first Triple G fight, he kind of was on the back foot and stuff like that. And that's why he pushed Triple G back in the second fight. But for the most part, it's mostly Canelo Alvarez who's, marching forward and being the, aggressor and stuff like that. So when I heard that, I'm like, yeah, Tim, I can see why you're saying that. However, I feel like when you're going and everybody's trying to act like this weight class move, it's just so funny to me because prior to the Bud and Canelo fight, everybody was rolling with this narrative that, you know what I mean, there's weight classes for a reason, right? This is something that you heard everybody and their mother say. Everybody from the casual boxer fan all the way up to the world champs. They told you that weight classes matter. But now all of a sudden they're acting like weight's not going to be an issue in this fight with Terence Crawford and Canelo. And listen, I get it. Canelo's not the biggest guy. He came up from smaller weight classes just like Terence Crawford did. Yeah, he's shorter than Terence Crawford. But the thing isn't the weight. I'm not saying that weight classes matter in this situation because Canelo's bigger than Bud. No, I'm saying weight classes matter in this situation because there's one person who's been at the weight class for years and know what it takes to compete at that weight class, very experienced at a high level in that weight class. Then we got somebody who's never been at the weight class and has never fought above 160 on it by itself. You barely fought at 154. You never fought at 160. Now you're about to add an additional 8 pounds onto a weight class that you never fought at. And we trying to make it seem like I hear guys like making it seem like this isn't a factor. I disagree. I disagree totally. You know what I'm saying? And I heard Roy Jones say that he don't think it's really going to play. It's not going to play a factor at all. I respect Roy Jones' opinion because at the end of the day, he moved up 2 weight classes to win a heavyweight title, pretty much from 75 to heavyweight. I seen him do it. Andre Ward pretty much was, agreeing with what he was saying. I respect Andre Ward's opinion because he moved up a weight class. And if y'all know about Andre Ward, he was considering making a heavyweight move up prior to retirement. He was talking about doing a little he was going to do a fight at 75, do a little fight at cruiserweight, then just go up to heavyweight and fight Anthony Joshua. That was his plans, according to him. Not my words, it's his, right? So like I respect their takes, but I personally feel like there is some bias involved. in that whole situation because Terence Crawford has a great relationship with Andre Ward and stuff like that, and he rocking with his guy as he should, because Mexicans do that with their people all the time. So I feel like black people should do it behind their people. You feel me? I feel like black people are the only ones that get criticized for supporting their brother or their sister. So I love to see that. I like what Andre Ward is doing. However, I totally disagree with this notion that weight classes don't matter because it's Bud. You know what I'm saying? Definitely hit the likes, y'all. What's up? What's up? What 88 said? My boy 88 said facts. My only concern is his stamina late. Bud needs to pace himself in this fight. I mean, yeah, and 88, that actually goes right in line with what I've been saying and why weight classes matter, because we didn't have this concern when he was at 147. We didn't have this concern when he was at 154, 140, 135. We didn't have those concerns in neither one of those weight classes. Why? Because he actually belonged in the weight classes at the time that he was there. You can make an argument that he don't really belong at 168. I know Bo Mac was saying that, Bud should have been at 168 a long time ago and stuff like that. But, I'm not subscribing to that notion either. I respect these guys. These guys have accomplished way more than I have. Very, very knowledgeable dudes that I'm sure I could learn a whole lot from. And I have learned a whole lot from. I have Bo Mac on my channel. But I disagree with this. I don't think Bud has any reason to be at 168 besides, getting a huge opportunity to beat Canelo Alvarez, making a great payday, and establishing himself as an all-time great. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you have went up to 68 to fight Benavidez or a Caleb Plant or David Morrell or Benavidez and Morrell when they was at 68? Or would you fight Christian Billy? Would you fight Hamza Shiraz? Like, I don't think you would go to either one of those. I don't think you will fight either one of those guys at 168. Me personally, I don't think Bud would actually do that. He's only going up to 68 because Canelo's there. If you're only going up to a weight division for one type of fight, it just lets me know that you don't really belong there. Bella Faith, that's an absolute fact. Look, you mentioned guys like Duran and Spinks. They had success jumping up weight classes because they're very elite level. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying that Terence Crawford isn't an exception to the rule, but if I was a boxing fan back when Duran fought, who was that, Iran Barkley and stuff like that, I would have had my concerns about Roberto Duran too. And guess what? Roberto Duran might have proved me wrong. Same thing with Roy Jones when he fought John Ruiz. I might have been concerned for the move that Roy Jones made as well, but he would have proved me wrong. Terence Crawford is very capable of proving me wrong. But like I said, the fact that these people are out here acting like this weight class move up doesn't play, isn't a factor at all, and it's something that we shouldn't be worried about. I disagree totally, because we've seen plenty of people, especially in today's era, who were solid fighters, moved up. Look, we had Jermell Charlo move up 2 weight classes to face Canelo Alvarez. That's a former undisputed champion, just like Bud. And look how the way he performed. Right? Kell Brook, IBF welterweight champion of the world. At the time, he moved up 2 weight classes to fight Triple G. Top guy in his weight class. Arguably number 1 at the time. You feel what I'm saying? Look how he performed against Triple G. Amir Khan, I mean, he was a good fighter, but he fought Canelo at 155. Look what happened. Like, there's so many examples of guys who moved up 2 weight. Mikey Garcia, one of my favorite fighters, top rated pound for pound level fighter at the time. You know what I mean? There was people that was picking Mikey to beat Errol. Y'all remember that? I remember Sugar Ray Leonard was like, who you got winning, Errol or Mikey? He was like, Mikey. They was like, why? It was like, because he Mikey. Sugar Ray Leonard said that. Everybody was on board talking about how, Mikey and Errol fight similar. It's just that Mikey's a little better. And, Mikey said he saw some things. And then look what happened. Look what happened. He came up short. He got dominated. Mikey, to be honest with you, was never the same after the Errol fight. He had some good wins, Jesse Vargas and, a couple other people. But for the most part, nah. Nah. So, to those who say that this, that weight's not going to be a factor in this situation, Just look back at the history. There's a lot more people. I'm gonna tell you what. There's a lot more people that came up short than people who actually succeeded. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna just say that. So, like I said, I respect what all the legends are saying. You know what I'm saying? I hope to have them guys on my show one day so they can provide some opinions, that I can listen to and all that good stuff. That'll come in due time. But you know what I mean? I respectfully disagree with that notion. You know what I'm saying? No, look, Roberto Duran's one of the greatest fighters of all time. He did some historical shit. And look, Bud might do the same. I'm not discrediting Bud. I'm rooting for him. I want him to win. But there's been plenty of times where I've rooted for people, but in the back of my head, I knew that they was coming up short. Now, in this fight, I genuinely don't know what's going to happen. I don't. I genuinely don't know what's going to happen. I think it could really go either way. To be honest with you, I'm betting on the draw. I am. I'm genuinely betting on the draw. It just makes all the sense in the world to me. It genuinely makes all the sense in the world to me. That's how close I see the fight. And there hasn't been many occasions where I've actually picked the draw. My boy Go 787 in the building. What up? He said, yo, all I know is based on what I think I know about boxing, I think Canelo will stop, but I think his ring IQ has been proven more against elite competition, and I think Bud made a bad move. Listen, that's not a terrible take. That sounds like a sound, logical take, and that's something that may very possibly happen. Now, a lot of people like, oh, well, Bud a dog. Like Bud not gonna go out like that. And it's like, bro, you can't nigga. There's been plenty of dogs who got knocked out. We were just talking about Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran was a dog, right? He done got put out. Sugar Ray Leonard was a dog. He done got put out. Earl Spence was a dog. He done got put out. You having a dog mentality will not stop you from getting put the fuck out, packed up, sent, expedited, whatever the case is. Listen, Coffee said, can't see Bud getting stopped. Listen, me neither. But there's been plenty of people that I thought would never get stopped, and they got stopped. This shit happens all the time. I never thought I would have ever seen Errol on the canvas. Never. Seeing him on the canvas was so weird to me. But guess what? These motherfuckers ain't no superhumans. They just like me and you. A good shot on the right, in the right place could send your ass snoozing. Anybody that ever been in boxing, they'll tell you that. I've seen some phenomenal fighters get put out. I never would have thought Danny Garcia. Yeah, Ralph on the nigga. Danny, they were talking about, oh, Danny ain't never going, man, he ain't never been dropped because he got 6 toes. But when I heard he was fighting Erislandy Lara, I'm like, Lara been putting shit out lately. Ever since he started sitting down on them punches, he putting niggas on highlight reels. I said, yo, Danny better stay away from that left hand. That left hand touched him. What he did, he basically quit. Keep it 1,000. He said he dared to be great. That's what he said in his last interview with Ak and Barack. That's what he said. Danny got 6 toes on 1 foot. Yes, he does. You can't even tell, though. It looked like some natural shit. When you look at his feet, go look at it. Danny Garcia, 6 toes. It's gonna pop up right there on Google Images. But I knew, like, bro, Danny couldn't beat Lara at any time in his career, to be honest with you. Like, he couldn't beat him when Erislandy Lara was young. He couldn't beat him in his mid years. He couldn't beat him on his back years. Terrible style. Erislandy Lara, like I said, he one of the most underappreciated fighters of this era. Hall of Famer. Great fighter. One of the greatest Cuban fighters to ever lace up a pair of gloves in the pros, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. The way that this man stood the test of time is insane. Then got fucked over by Done got fucked over a few times. You know what I mean? I thought he beat the shit out of Paul Williams. They robbed him. I thought he beat Canelo. They robbed him. Might have edged out the Jared Hurd fight. They gave it to Hurd. He got classic fights. People can't say Erislandy Lara a boring fighter. Go watch that fight with Alfred Angulo. You feel what I'm saying? Like watch that Brian Castano fight. Look at that Jared Hurd fight. You tell me if Erislandy Lara ain't ever entertained you in the ring before. That's an all time. Man, he's one of my favorites. I'm sorry. I love Erislandy Lara. I love what he brings to the sport, and the fact that Erislandy Lara a special fighter because he came into the game kind of like on some Floyd shit. They're not the same fighters. Let's not get that misconstrued. What I'm saying is what they have in common is they started off with this one style. Then they realized that they had to work smarter and not harder considering their age, switch their style up, and still maintain success. Because there's people that can only fight one way, and if that one way don't work, they assed out. Can't say that about Lara. Can't say that about Lara. Lara was out here boxing and moving and showing great counter-punching abilities, good, sniper-like, accuracy. You know what I'm saying? Just completely outclassing dudes on a totally different level. Then he got older. He like, these legs don't work how they used to, boss. I got to switch this up. So then he started sitting down on his punches, and now he out here putting shit out. Look what he did to Thomas Lamana. Look what he did to Spike O'Sullivan. Look what he did to Danny Garcia. Like he putting shit. You feel me? And that's not even everybody that I named. Ever since he been at 160, he been laying shit out. And it's one punch type shit. It's not even like accumulation. Lara just lining you and you going out. Like he's showing concussive one punch knockout power. Who would have thought 10 years ago Erislandy Lara was a one punch knockout artist? Nobody. Because he wasn't sitting on his punches. He wasn't sitting on his punches, so you didn't know he could crack. Now that he's sitting down, he ain't going nowhere. You can't, he ain't hard to find. He putting shit to bed. So I said, I don't even know why I got into that long tangent about Lara. I just really appreciate Lara and what he brought to the sport. Justin Jackson said, I would like to see Crawford and Lara at 60. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. Crawford, that'll be a good fucking fight. That'll be a great chess match in there. I would have liked to have seen, like, don't really like the age difference. You know what I mean? Like Lara, I think Lara is the oldest world champion in boxing right now. Who's the oldest world champion in boxing right now? Yeah, it's Erislandy Lara. And he is the oldest 160-pound ruler in history. That's legendary shit. That's it. I didn't even know that. Erislandy Lara is the oldest middleweight champion in history. The oldest active male boxing champion is WBA middleweight champion Erislandy Lara, born in 1983, who is currently the oldest 160-pound ruler in history at the age of 41 as of late 2024 or early 2025. Wow. Damn, the oldest female champion was 48 years old. Alicia Ashley. That's interesting. But Bernard, shout out to Philly. Bernard holds the title for the oldest male champion at 49 years old in 2014. That's GOAT shit right there. Lara 41 and Crawford 38. Perfect. Yeah. Lara a beast though. That'd be a good fight. I'm not too sure that Bud has this easy time with it. With him, how you making it seem? Lara, Jonabek, Adamet. Yeah, I wonder what's the situation with that. Lara and Jonabek, Lara, Adamet. That'd be a good fight. I don't know what's going on though. I don't know if Lara just chilling or what. He probably at an age where he like, man, I ain't trying to fight them young niggas. He probably on that Canelo shit. Charlo can't do nothing with Lara. Man, I wanted to see that shit when they was both younger at 154. I wanted to see them fight each other, especially because Jermell, I'm gonna tell y'all this: Jermell, and Lara, they all used to train with Ronnie Shields at one point in time. Jermell left Ronnie Shields because he said, "Can't nobody talk crazy to me." Then he went over to Derrick James over there, and you know what I mean? I think they was even champions at the same time. To be honest with you, I think they was champions at the same time, or they was definitely. I know for a fact they was both at the top of the division at the same time. You feel me? And for some reason, they never. I want to know why. Like Jamal, he moved up. It is what it is. But Jermell stood at 54 with Lara. I wonder why that fight never happened. I know for sure they sparred. So I don't know if it was, Lara not wanting it or Charlo not wanting it or both of them not wanting it for real. But man, that was a fight that went completely under the radar. I would have loved to have seen that because it seemed like Jermell fought everybody at 54 in his era outside of Lara. I'd have loved to have seen that. 3 top 154 pounders in the same gym as well. No, Ronnie Shields had a stable, bro. Ronnie Shields had a stable. And he still got a solid stable to this day. Was Triple G and Lara ever close to happening? No. From what I recollect, George, Lara called out Triple G on multiple occasions, was willing to go up into the division to fight him. But, Triple G never looked his way. I think Triple G was just stuck on getting that Canelo Alvarez fight. Canelo. That's all Triple G was worried about. He'll take little fights in the meantime. But, after the second fight with Triple G, with Canelo, Triple G was just sitting, waiting around. Got exposed by Dervinchenko. Just not looking too impressive. Canelo peeped that. You know what I mean? Like, Triple G ain't having no more. So he fought him for a third time and got an easy check at 168. Made Triple G move up when he was a career 160. But I don't think that Lara, I know Lara wanted it. And I see why he wanted it, because he's seen some things that he can exploit in Triple G, to be honest. But Triple G ain't never want that. Jamal Charlo wanted to fight Triple G. I think Triple G gave a belt up to not fight Charlo. Hey, Marissa, what's going on? Triple G aged quick after the second fight. I mean, he was already older. By the time he started getting recognition from the States, he was already at an age where it was like, and mind you, Triple G done had hundreds of amateur fights. So it's not like he started boxing late, you know what I mean? Had a couple fights in the pros, so his body reserve. Oh, he had some wear and tear. Him and his brother was boxing. His brother gave up boxing to support Triple G. A lot of people don't even know that. And Triple G, man, he fought at a high level in the amateurs, fought at a high level in the pros. You know what I mean? I think he underachieved, to be honest with you. They was like trying to make it seem like he was gonna. I think they try to say for like title defenses at middleweight that he was attempting to tie Bernard Hopkins, or he tied Bernard Hopkins or whatever. He ain't never do that. I think Triple G deadass had like regular titles at one point in time. But anyways, yeah. So what I wanted to really get into was Canelo confident. You can just see it all in how the way he moved. Like he just know he'd been here before, and he understands the importance of experience and what he's capable of doing overall. Terence Crawford, he's acting like he been at 168 before. Like he genuinely believes that there's no factors in this fight that's gonna be to his detriment. He believes in himself that much. So I rock with Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I really rock with him. I want him to do some great shit. I hope he beats Canelo Alvarez, man. I'm gonna have that fight party here. I'm gonna have that laptop set up to give us our reactions. You know what I mean? And by the way, I'm gonna be portions of that last live, and I'm going to be posting that as videos. I'm going to give you guys the 3 keys. That's going to be a new segment that I'm going to have on Mazuma TV. The 3 keys, Mazuma TV's 3 keys. And then we're going to talk about what Canelo has to do to win and what Bud has to do to win. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's more than 3 keys and how the way to win a fight. There's more factors than just 3. But I'm going to point out the most important things that I feel and just go from there. That's definitely going to be a new segment. Oh, by the way, I didn't even get to tell y'all. You know I'll be pretty transparent with y'all. Tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing my fighters over to spar Jaron Ennis. There you have it. I'm going to be helping Jaron Ennis get ready for Uisma Lima tomorrow morning. That's going to be exciting. Also, I'm going to be having my guy, Derek the Maestro Moore. He's going to be sparring Stephen Fulton. So that's going to be great work, man. That's something that this is the first, because Derek done been sparring pros for a long time, but this is the first time that he's sparring a current world champion. Very, very dope. Boots. That's going to be great work for my guy, Deshaun. Hopefully, Boots take it easy on my guy. You know what I mean? You're a young boy. He only got like 15 fights. You know what I mean? So let's see how that goes, man. That's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna give me a great insight on how Boots is doing and how the way he's looking in camp, and of course Stephen Fulton, because he's about to fight O'Shaquie Foster. And I think personally that my guy Derek Moore is a great sparring partner to have. Not because he fights like O'Shaquie Foster, but because he got the rhythm, he got the speed, he got the combination punching, he got the ring IQ. Hopefully, Stephen Fulton keep Derek around because Derek is a phenomenal talent, bro. Phenomenal talent. I think he a slept-on gem. And I've been saying for the longest time, I think he's the most talented 132-pounder in the city. I think he's the best 132-pounder in the city. And it's gonna show in the pros. I can't wait. But yeah, we'll be at Bosey's tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? I'm excited. Like I said, I hope Boots take it easy on my guy, man. You know what I mean? Don't do, you know what I mean? Like, of course, do your thing, but like, man, don't. You know what I mean? But we'll see. He said that's dope. Bring Band-Aids. Come on, man. We ain't gonna do all that. My guys can hold their own. But we all know Boots is phenomenal. Steve Fulton is phenomenal. Ambulance on. No, we ain't doing none of that. Come on. We don't move scary like that, cuz. If I genuinely felt like that, I wouldn't even bring him over there. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Solid grand arrival. Let's get into some open boxing topics. What we feeling? What the people feeling right now? We got 31 people in the building, man. How the people feeling right now? Talk to me. What's going through the people's mind with this Canelo Bud fight? You know what I'm saying? What's the people thinking? Anonymous ain't really been speaking too much on Bud and Canelo. I think it's because he really didn't want to see the fight. I get it. And plus he's a big Terence Crawford guy. I get it. But how do people feeling? How do people feeling? What do I think about Jesus Ramos moving up? I mean, if that's what he feels like doing, then you know it is what it is. Maybe he feels like there's easier opportunities there at 160 pounds. I don't know. Maybe he has a weight issue at 54. I don't know exactly what it is, but Jesus Ramos is a very talented fighter. And I think that any division he decides to go to, he's just going to add excitement to it. I really do like Jesus Ramos. I'll say that. I think he slept on. Very talented. Justin Jackson said Jalil Haggett versus Elijah Vines. I love that fight. I don't know Elijah Vines personally, but of course I've always seen him around. We don't fought on the same cards before coming up. Very talented. Definition of a boxer, puncher, aggressive, really good punching power. Great punch placement as well. I hope Jalil not sleeping on Elijah Vines, man. I hope he not. If he get a little reckless in there and Elijah hit him with something, I don't know. Jalil gonna have to be on point. I see Jalil like a little ignorant motherfucker, like based off of what I've seen and like his interviews and shit like that. He like 22, but like very, very I'm not gonna say arrogant, but like he like to pop his shit. And he sound like a young nigga when he be popping it. Like he inexperienced, he just be poking his chest out. He really don't be knowing what he be saying for real. That's the type of vibe he give me. I don't know though. But it's Jalil Beast. He's a good fighter. I'm telling you, I've seen him around. If Jalil disposes of Elijah easy, Jalil is the truth. You feel me? Or I'll give him a lot of props for that because I've seen Elijah with my own eyes. I see what he's capable of doing. So Jalil, you better tighten up. You better tighten up if you're not already. Rolling with the punches. What up? He said, what up, Mazuma TV? Man, I'm amped for this fight, shaking my head a few more days. I even made a boxing vid again. Been a grip. This fight's pumping boxing life into me. Almost it. Shout out to the boy rolling with the punches. I love your enthusiasm, brother, and hopefully you come back to give your post-fight analysis to the Bud and Canelo fight. You feel me? But since we got a little bit of time left, I probably got like 20, 30 minutes left on the live, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat for anybody that want to come through. I see that boy Mastermind in the building. He probably got some shit that he want to get off his chest or whatever. You know what I mean? Anonymous say, yep, exactly. If I don't like a fight, I ain't really gonna speak on it. I'll let y'all do your thing. Yeah, I respect it, brother. But a lot of people's excited, man. Pagat Petit says Fernando Vargas Jr. is the co-main. I'm looking forward to this fight. Yeah, that's a step-up fight for him. I was watching Callum Walsh a little bit, and I'm like, okay. It's good. That's going to be a good jump. There's some slut, and Lester Martinez and then Billy. Like, look, that undercard, not like packed with like the most notable people, but there's some good Johns on there. Like I know Brandon Adams. I remember he won the whole Contender Series. Shane Mosley. Wait, did he win the whole Contender Series? Brandon Adams is fighting who? Is he not fighting Shane Mosley Jr., right? Let me see. No, he fighting Sergey Bohachuk. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. And if anybody knows, bro, he knocked Sergey out. He knocked Bohachuk out not too long ago. So this is a rematch. That's a solid jump. That's a solid jump. I like that. Yeah. That's gonna be lit. I love this shit. Yeah, I love this shit right here, boy. That's a good jump. So of course you got Bud Canelo, you got Bohachuk Adams, Billy versus Lester Martinez. That's for the WBC interim. So that's gonna put these motherfuckers in position. I heard of this boy named Ivan Ditchko. I think he trained with Tom Yankello, who Atif is with. He's fighting Jermaine Franklin. Solid John. Not the craziest John, but it's a solid John. Because Jermaine Franklin done been around the block. Ivan Ditchko, that's up and coming, heavyweight contender. Let's see exactly what he made of. You know what I mean? Then we got, like I said, Fernando Vargas Jr. versus Callum Walsh. 2 undefeated guys. You know what I mean? Not even fighting for a title, but they looking to prove themselves. Steve Nelson back. I don't really know his opponent, but he back in the mix. So, cool, John. What up, brother?
Hey, man. How you doing there, brother? How you doing? This is a great show, man. I'm talking about Crawford, Canelo.
Why you talking like that, bro?
Huh?
Why you talking like that?
Man, I'm scared, terrified of this fucking fight. I don't want my guy Crawford to lose, man. This that terrified, scared voice. I've seen a lot of my legends lose in the course of my lifetime, Mazuma. Mike Tyson. I seen Holyfield lose. I seen Trinidad lose. I seen Roy Jones Jr. lose, man. That hurt the worst. Roy Jones Jr. lost. Oh, man, the Tarver.
gonna cry,
Man, I
Bud
don't want to
lose?
see no more losses. No more losses on the
You gonna
black
cry,
side.
Bud lose?
Man, worse than cry. It's gonna be like, okay, the worst loss I had. You like me and you got the same worst loss as Trinidad. Yeah. Remember your pop said he cried back in the day, man. Yeah.
He ain't never say that.
He did say he cried when that
No,
one
he
dude
did
lost.
not. My father did not
That
say
one.
that.
Hold on. The dude, I'm talking about the dude we was talking about. We was debating that was better than dude. He
You
said
talking
when he
about
lost back
Wilfredo
then,
Gomez?
he said I cried. Yeah. So I'm saying
Yeah.
that's
No. You said Tito though.
no, I'm saying that's my version. You know, your father is, you know, he from his era. That's his with Frida. I went through the same. We all go through the same shit. It's just different characters. Same game. Nothing changes.
All
Do you
right, so
understand that, Mazuma?
you probably don't know this. Mastermind, but my heartbreak wasn't even Tito Trinidad because when he lost, I was a baby. My heartbreak was Felix Verdejo.
Undefeated.
When Felix Verdejo lost, bro,
To
that
who?
shit that shit tore me to pieces, bro.
Who he lose
I
to?
was like, huh?
Who he lose to?
He had lost to like he wasn't even a notable dude. Like Felix Verdejo was supposed to be like the next Tito, right? He was signed with Top Rank. I think like when he was like 17, he fought Lomachenko in the amateurs, and like he lost by like a slim margin, right? And this is when Loma was like a 2-time gold medalist. You feel me? So I don't think Nakatani took Verdejo's. Oh, I think he lost to a Mexican first. I think Nakatani was the one who gave him his last loss though. So yeah. No, the first one to give him his loss was some nigga. It was some Mexican boy named Inez Antonio Lozada Torres. So, and this what pissed me off about Verdejo, right? Verdejo, he could do everything, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, when motherfuckers talk about the eye test, Verdejo could do it all. So, like, he didn't fight exactly like Tito. He didn't punch as hard as Tito, but he had fast ass feet. He had fast hands, punch precision, IQ, everything, bro. For those of y'all who never, if y'all new boxing fans, Felix Verdejo, bro. Go look at his highlights back when he was a young boy. That nigga was a fucking monster. And Top Rank knew that he was, and they call him El Diamante there, so that means the diamond. And that's exactly what he was. They had him fighting in New York. They was building him up. Just like Xander.
But
you know what I'm saying? They was moving him just like that. He had the look. The motherfucker could fight. He was soft spoken, but he was well spoken at the same time. And this is what I heard from people that, you know what I mean, I'll be politicking with from the island, that he started getting involved in the streets. You know what I mean? Not
big mistake.
Not working as hard as he used to. You know what I mean? Pretty much like buying into the hype, and then he take his first L. This motherfucker was fighting this Mexican dude who was like 30. Let me check he had a lot of fights though. Let me check real quick.
Big mistake. You can't go up against the streets. The streets is undefeated. They'll whoop your ass out there.
So I knew the fight was in New York because I was watching this shit live. This motherfucker fought. His name is Inez Antonio Lozada Torres. So you know this nigga a Mexican. You know he a Mexican just based off of how many motherfucking names he got and shit. So 38-2. So he had 40 fights. That's a pretty good record for 40 fights. He winning. He's winning the fight, bro. It was competitive from what I remember, but he was winning the fight. He was up. You in the last round, bro, you gas out.
Yep.
You in the last round, you gas out, and you let this nigga stop you in the last fucking round. There was literally I remember there was like 20 seconds left on the clock. 20 seconds left on the clock. All he had to do was make it to the fucking end of the round, and he would have won the fight. What he do?
Yeah, but you know how that go, Mazuma, man. You know,
Oh my
that's
God, that shit broke my heart. I couldn't believe what I was watching, bro. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
yeah,
bro,
that
what the
hurt.
bro? I blacked out. I threw my wallet on the floor. I think like my license cracked. I broke like 3 cards in that motherfucker, bro. Like I genuinely forgot where I was for like them 15 seconds, bro. I was snapping. I couldn't believe it. And bro, I sat there and I was just watching the shit. And like he was just like he had no emotion whatsoever. Bro, that shit broke my heart, bro. I was like, yo, yeah, seriously, which fight
I
are we
got,
talking about? Felix Verdejo. So that shit broke
I
my
know
heart,
him.
bro.
I
And
watched him. He
that
a
shit
knockout
fucked with me.
artist, ain't
Huh?
he? He a knockout artist, ain't
Felix Verdejo?
he? Yeah.
He was a boxer, but like he could punch a little bit too. He was really like speed oriented. Like he was like real athletic, real athletic. Good, like I said, good ring
Yeah,
IQ,
he was a
good counter
legend, but
punching.
yeah, Mazuma, but how many in a row did he win? Because he was a legend before he lost his first fight. He won like 35 in a row, didn't he?
Who?
The one you talking about, Vajero. Big
Nah,
dude, 38-2.
Verdejo didn't even have that many fights, bro. I think Verdejo was probably like 20-0 when he lost to
Oh,
yeah, he was only like
oh, you
20
said
and 0. He
dude.
was
Oh,
still
my bad.
bro, he
My
was
bad.
actually bro, he was on and this will break my heart too. Bro, at the time at lightweight, Terry Flanagan was the WBO champion.
Mm-hmm.
Felix Verdejo was the number because you know top rank in the WBO, they like this. Felix Verdejo was the number 1 guy for his world title. I don't know exactly what happened with that situation, but yo, he completely lost it. He was this close to being a world champion because he would have beat Terry Flanagan. He would have beat it. I mean, if he was focused, of course. Like if he was really locked in, he would have beat Terry Flanagan. And they knew that too. That's why they was going after him. But bro, after he lost to him, he was never the same. They got him a couple more wins.
Mm-hmm.
They got him a couple more wins. He was sparking shit, especially during the pandemic. He was sparking shit. You know what I mean? He was doing his thing. Then he goes, bro, and he fights that fucking Nakatani dude, that tall ass, that tall Asian motherfucker that Tiafimo whooped on,
Mm-hmm.
and fucking this motherfucker stopped him. What the fuck is his name? Lomachenko. Lomachenko beat the dog shit
Yeah.
out of me.
Yeah,
So,
dude the beast though. Dude the
and
beast though. That tall motherfucker.
and then the
He
other
dope.
Asian bull, then the other Asian bull, Yoshino, the one that Shakur was that the one Shakur beat up?
But Nakatani dude is cold, man. That motherfucker got
Yeah.
what, he's like 40-something and 2, 49 and 2 or something.
I don't even know, bro. That was
That motherfucker cold though. He came in there undefeated. He only had like 1 loss before Lomachenko.
Nakatani. I think you got him mixed up with somebody else. Yeah, Nakatani only had like 20-something fights. But then Yoshino, I think Yoshino smoked him, and Yoshino was the bull who Shakur whooped on. But anyways, yeah,
this
bro,
what I
he was
want you
never the same after that. Verdejo was never the same after that, bro. And then with the Nakatani fight, with the fucking Nakatani fight, bro, he beating the dog shit out of Nakatani. He gasses out, and Nakatani gets him. Same shit, bro. Same shit. Verdejo frying him, knocking him down and all. He knocked him down in the first round. He knocked him down in like the 6th round or some shit like that. Then same fucking situation, bro. We getting close to the end of the fight. He catches Verdejo, bro. Verdejo doesn't. He get dropped like 2 times and they stop it.
But check it out, Mazuma. Mazuma. This is what I want to tell you though. My equivalent to that fighter, biggest loss impact of this era would be Wilder lost to Tyson Fury.
But at least he was champion though.
Huh?
At least Wilder was champion though. He had title defenses. Like he got to that point. Verdejo couldn't even get. He couldn't even stay focused when he was a contender.
But that loss cost Wilder everything, all his respect. It's like nobody. Oh, who did he beat? Who did he beat? All he needed was that one name. That one name.
Bro,
that
I don't subscribe to that shit because, and we could get into this conversation again. Because I remember when I was on the boardwalk on vacation, niggas was in my comments talking crazy about Wilder. And if you don't like Wilder, that's cool. But Wilder beat the guys who was available to him at that point in time. He looked for those big fights. They didn't.
And you got to beat Fury too.
I mean,
you got to beat Fury. You can't lose that one, Mazuma.
That's what I'm saying. They should have stopped that first fight. To be honest with you, they should have.
Yeah, he should have got a decision.
Any other ref would have waved it off.
But even if they don't wave it off, he gets the decision. It's going into the last round, even fight. Whoever wins the 12th wins. He got the knockdown. He wins by a point. This is fair boxing. Tyson Fury had a chance to win. He got dropped. They gave it a draw. He got given a gift, not Wilder. He was given 2 gifts, matter of fact, the decision and the referee. He got 2 gifts, his skin, 3 gifts, whiteness, privilege, referee, and scoring. So this
nigga Vic the champ said he beat the count. Yo, Vic, if motherfuckers was counting that slow for any other person, they probably beat the count too.
Every time. Pacquiao would have beat the count against motherfucker when he was asleep.
Marquez, how the way?
Yeah, exactly.
How the way he was counting Pacquiao would have woke up.
Exactly, Mazuma. He's a boxing trainer. Listen to that commenter. Listen to that. He was counting slow as hell. Please come up.
Bro, there was literally a whole video out here where they counted for like the whole 10 seconds, and when they hit 10, fucking Fury was still was on the canvas. He still was like on his he was still picking himself up.
Right. You could watch the whole Scarface movie.
They put a whole time stop. Bro, there's a whole video when Fury gets dropped. They literally start the timer as soon as he dropped. And when it hits 10, he's still getting himself up off of the canvas, bro.
Exactly. So, you could watch the whole Forrest Gump movie in between that 10 seconds he caught. Hey, you know what I mean? All right. Is he serious? Serious? This was racism at its finest. And then he should have beat him in the rematch. Confident.
Fury always got like those. I think in that first Usyk fight, they should have stopped it. I think they should have stopped it when he got cut by that punch by Otto Wallin.
Yeah,
bro, that cut was so bad, bro. That would have been anybody else. They would have stopped it.
But listen, man, that's when God is on your side. He's like Jay-Z. Floyd Mayweather is like Jay-Z.
Like Jay-Z?
God is on their side. Sometimes you don't just win, you get lucky. And lucky is God. Because the decision could go against you, Mazuma. You know this. It could go against Mayweather. It could go against Canelo. It could go against anybody. You're not special. You're human.
My boy Sean Terence said they don't want another Black American as the face of heavyweight boxing. Shit.
There it is. Killed them. Dead on, spot on, 100%.
Bro, they should have stopped. Bro, that Usyk shit, bro. I couldn't believe they didn't stop that. This nigga Fury fell on every corner of the ring. He fell in the red corner. He fell in the neutral corner. He fell in the blue corner. He fell on the other neutral corner. I'm like, bro, how many times this nigga got to fall up against the ropes for y'all to not wave this off? Like he was out, and they didn't stop it. I'm like, bro, y'all, it's like you gotta really spark. You gotta have this motherfucker doing a seizure or something to get a knockout, bro.
Mazuma, we don't want any stoppages. I don't want any excuses. We want your ass laying there, sleep like Pacquiao Marquez 4. He's not getting up, Jim.
Like that, bro.
It don't matter. You ain't got to go out there. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Yeah, I want to see your heart. Mazuma, let me see your heart. Let me see if you're willing to die in front of your kids, nigga. Yeah, let me see if you're willing to die in front of your motherfucking kids, nigga. How far are you willing to take it? Yeah. You from Philly, nigga. Let's go. B-Hop ready to die. You're going to have to kill B-Hop to take that title. And you know this. He's working out hard. He working out hard. You fighting.
And y'all saying y'all agree with the Usyk, John? How about the Otto Wallen fight? How about
Let
the
it
Otto
go.
Wallen
I'm
fight?
glad if
Bro,
they
that
stop it.
cut
I don't
was
want them to stop
so
it.
bad, bro, and it was clear as day that cut came off of a punch. They did not.
What is you stopping it for, Mazuma?
Bro, there was so much money on the line because I think they was trying to get that Wilder rematch set up. So they threw Otto
Exactly.
Wilder
What
in
is
the
you
mix because
stopping
that
it
was supposed
for?
to be a tune-up. That was supposed to be a tune-up, Mastermind. And Otto Wilder cracked him. Boom, his whole shit split open. And they was like, oh no, we ain't about to fuck this money up. They told them doctors to stand down. And they was like, fuck it, let this nigga fight. And
Team Mazuma.
Otto stunned Fury a couple times, all types of shit. So I was like, damn, how the fuck how the doctor ain't stop it? I seen cuts get stopped for less than that. When Navarrete last fight, they stopped the shit. And his cut wasn't as bad as Fury's.
Mazuma, may I rebuttal? I rebuttal, please, sir?
Yeah.
We don't want no stoppages. I'm glad they let it go. I wanted the rematch. I don't want him to lose like that. Yeah, what stop it for what? He won the fight, so it wasn't no need to stop it. We ain't stopping nothing. They ain't stopping with Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu head was busted worse than
and what happened with Tim
no
Tszyu?
fight.
And what happened with Tim Tszyu?
Loss.
Yeah.
Let the fight go on.
Did that ruin his career or not?
Either way, you done. A loss is a loss. You done. Your confidence is depleted.
You can always bounce back. That extra damage he took, and then he went and fought Bakram right off of that. That ruined him.
And Mazuma,
what started the downfall of Tim Tszyu was him doubting himself psychologically. It was the mental. It started with the mental in that Fundora fight. He came back off a quick. He came up off of a turnaround. He came back quick off of that bad injury instead of just letting that shit heal. Then he fought Bakram. So he was already scarred against Fundora. Then he gonna fight Bakram. Bakram do him dirty, pack him up. Now he ruined.
He lost the first fight back.
That cut was the beginning of the end for Tszyu.
No, when you took the fight, when you signed the contract, it was the beginning of the end. You are a gladiator, Mazuma. You must win every fight by any means necessary. You cannot lose against nobody. Not Canelo, not Crawford, not nobody. So you can't afford. If you get cut like Fury, you must pull the victory out like he did. So give the man credit for them not stopping the fight. Stopping the fight is pussy. We are men. We're not women. Women bleed once a month. Men bleed and keep fighting. We're not stopping no freaking fights.
What I'm saying, bro, but Mastermind, what you're not taking into consideration is that's the rules.
The rules is the discretion of the referee. He could do what the fuck he feels like doing. And you know this, Philadelphia, Mazuma.
No.
It's at the discretion of the referee.
Because one thing that the referee is rarely going to do is go against the doctor's advice. Because
the doctor is the discretion of the doctor.
Thing they want is a motherfucker to be unalived in that boxing ring. You feel what I mean? They don't want to go through that. So a lot of the times they follow through with the doctor's advice. They follow through with the corner's advice. Yeah, it is under the discretion of the referee at the end of the day. But, you know, traditionally, they usually follow through with, like, if the corner throwing the towel, you know what I mean? The referee gonna oblige them. If the doctor be like, yo, that's it, I don't want to see him fight no more, they'll oblige them. You feel what I mean?
Okay,
now the doctor, I feel like they told the doctor, yo, don't stop this shit.
Right. So let me explain. And because your pops was on here the other day. Great debate. I'm gonna explain like I'm talking to him, you his son. Check it out. If I'm in that situation with Canelo and Crawford, and Canelo gets his eye cut, you know I'm gonna stop the fight. That is bias, sir. That is not fair because I'm rooting for Crawford. I'm not giving Canelo a chance. Maybe he could pull it out. Just because his eye is cut like Fury, if you stop the fight, you are making yourself part of the history, Mazuma.
Okay.
That's my rebuttal. What do you think about what I just said, Mazuma?
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but like, you know what I'm saying?
You doing it.
Sometimes you gotta save the fighters from themselves, because of
You
course they're
don't
gonna
take
keep
it.
fighting
No,
if you let them. But
you
sometimes
gonna
it
take it away
ain't
from
in
them.
their best interest to fight, to continue fighting.
It was Tyson Fury's best interest. He got glory because they didn't stop it. He turned into a legend because they didn't stop it. If they stopped it against Otto Wallen, he wouldn't have the Statue of Liberty. He became a legend. Superstar undisputed.
I
Or
said
he
that
lost.
the reason why I brought up the Otto Wilder example is historically the officials have always been on Tyson Fury's side. They've always given him the benefit of the doubt. When we
Because he's a cracker,
historically
son.
haven't
He's a
seen
cracker.
fighters get the benefit of the doubt like Fury. I've seen fighters get fights get waved off by referees or doctors because of their cuts. I've seen people hit the canvas and automatically be waved off for a knockdown. You know what I'm saying? I've
Black
seen this
fighters.
happen, and I've seen Tyson Fury get the benefit of the doubt each time that he was in trouble. Like I said,
Because he's
when
a
he got
cracker,
knocked
though.
down,
Because
Mastermind, you're not listening, bro. When he
you're
got
not
knocked
listening to
down,
what I'm saying. We
nigga, I
saying the
heard
same
what you
thing.
said. You're repeating the same shit every time. I hear what you're saying.
No, you're
What I'm
saying the
telling
same.
you
I'm
is,
saying we both saying the same shit every time.
no,
He's a
we
cracker.
not.
He's
We're
going
not
to get the
saying the
benefit
same
of the
shit.
doubt. Hold
We're
on. So
not
listen to
saying
what
the
I'm
same
saying.
shit.
Oh, okay. So
We're
listen.
not saying the
Listen.
same shit.
I'm not saying the same
You
shit right
saying
now.
keep
I'm
letting
saying
them niggas
something different.
fight and let them pull it out. All
Okay.
right, cool.
Okay.
What I'm
No,
telling you
I'm saying
is
something different
not
right now.
everybody has
Listen to
been
what.
given that opportunity.
So all I'm trying to tell you right now is black fighters, they looking for a reason to cheat them, like you said. So if they get a little bitty cut, they stop it. So a white fighter, they're like Rocky. Let's give them the opportunity. Come on, Tyson Fury, you can get up. So yes, that's the thing. It's about race and who you're rooting for is bias. So you're rooting for Fury. So no, we want equal playing field through it. So I don't cheat the black fighter, don't cheat the white fighter. So if this was a black fighter cut like Fury, I wouldn't want them to stop it. I didn't want them to stop the Errol Spence fight. I wanted him to keep fighting. That's the kind of boxing fan
All right,
I am.
that might be what you want, but I'm telling you,
Yeah,
historically, it don't go how you saying you want it to go. Like how
understood.
you prefer it to happen, that's not how it happens in boxing.
Right,
You feel
right.
what I'm saying? Like the only black fighter that I can recall had a nasty cut and they let him keep fighting was Badu Jack. They let Badu Jack, and that's probably because he was fighting another black fighter and Marcus Brown. So they're like, fuck it, let these niggas unalive each other. I don't know. But what I'm telling you is Tyson Fury done been given chance after chance after chance. And if that's what you prefer, that's okay. That's your prerogative to feel that way. But what I'm saying is there's plenty of fighters historically, in the past that wasn't given that opportunity. For example, Vitaly Klitschko, when he fought Lennox Lewis. Bad cut, right?
Right.
Lennox cracked him. Boom, shit bust open. They didn't allow him to continue fighting. So why they give Tyson Fury that opportunity to keep fighting, but they didn't give Vitaly that, who went on to dominate the heavyweight division for a decade after that.
That's a
You
good
feel
one.
what I'm
That's a
saying?
good one right there. That's a good one.
And like I
Because
said,
like you said,
that's one example in itself. The cut. Then Usyk had this nigga on Queer Street for I don't know how long, falling all over the place. They should have waved it off right there. He was out on his feet, unconscious. I'm sure he don't. I'm willing to bet whatever Fury don't remember that moment. I'm almost willing to bet that. Then he get knocked down by Wilder in brutal fashion. He get hit with a right hand, get followed up with the left hook. His eyes, he out. Anybody else that fall like that, they waving it off. Fury, he get a count though.
Right.
So
Right.
that's all. That's
But
all I'm saying. No,
and,
now
and
if you prefer to them just be warriors and thug it out, that's cool. But what I'm saying is historically, it was not every fighter was given that opportunity.
okay, let
But
me
Fury
speak for
seems to
myself,
get
please.
those opportunities.
Hold on. Let me speak for myself when you said thug it out. No, I want full accountability. So when I say knock down Tyson Fury, he goes back to the corner and celebrates. No, I want Tyson. I want Fury accountable. I want him waiting. Please get up, Fury. Please get up. Then I know he wins the fight. You lost the fight because you celebrated because you thought the fight was over. A real champion, a real killer. No, he might get up. You have to think like him. He's not sleep. You ain't doing like Pacquiao. You know this. but you overthinking. You cost yourself. So the accountability, I'm not looking for no excuse. I don't want that nigga to be like, when he stop it, I was up. I know Fury's gonna say that. I was up. No, I want him to get back up and get put back down. I just know Wilder, I like the accountability. Okay, now you go finish him up. You got to finish him. He couldn't finish him. That's what I like. That's what made the fight better. It made the fight. Life is beautiful. He got up. We got still. He wobbled Wilder a little bit. Yeah, they could have stopped it, but they didn't. It is what it is. You know, the ref was on the payroll. This is a corrupt sport. You already know what side they're going to be on. If that happened to Wilder, he would have counted him out. So everything is what it is. I'm not going to ask him to stop a fight. He getting paid by the Fury count. He already know you got to finish him off. Let him get paid and lose. That's how you doing. Now you celebrating. Big mistake.
Ain't no way somebody talking about he beat the count, bro.
Nah, he ain't beat it. He ain't beat it.
If a motherfucker counted that slow for anybody else, a lot of motherfuckers would have beat the count. So yeah, technically you right. But was that a fair count that he was given? Nah, not really. But anyways, Sean Terence says, Mazuma, what do you think? Did you think Cardina's stoppage against Inoue was bad or no? I'm gonna say no. Cardina's, after he knocked down Inoue, it's like Inoue just went into a different mode. He was putting his combinations together. He was hurting Cardenas, but Cardenas was in a situation where he could have seriously gotten hurt because of how much damage he was piling on with Inoue's combination punching. You see what I'm saying? When you getting that hit, like I said, and this is why I said like getting sparked with one shot is probably a lot safer than just getting beat on throughout the course of a fight. Cardenas was a little bit too macho to, take the count and, go about his day or tell the corner that he don't want to fight no more. Inoue was really beating him up like bad. You feel what I mean? And he wasn't like going down with every shot and shit like that, but he was getting hit with a lot of clean shots. And when you getting hit with that many clean shots and you're not really giving anything, anything back to really defend yourself, then I think they should stop the fight, especially when, you fatigued and, the combinations just continue to pile on. That's how them brain bleeds be happening, man. That's how, these fighters leave, that ring and are no longer the same because of that, that accumulative damage that you building out throughout the course of one fight. So when I was watching that, Cardenas was definitely strong early, dropped Inoue. You know what I mean? He was game, but Inoue started to break him down piece by piece, and it was starting to get ugly. So I'm kind of glad that they stopped it, to be honest with you, Sean. Great question, though.
Hey, Mazuma, I wanted to ask you about the Crawford Canelo. Do you think the layoff for Crawford will help him as far as the weight gain in the fight against Canelo?
I mean, it all depends on how the way he prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it all depends on how the way he prepared for it. That's what it really comes down to now. If he was just eating bullshit, whatever, and just putting on weight with junk food, which I'm sure Terence Crawford wouldn't do, then maybe that's not the best way to prepare for a weight move up. But when you got the type of resources, aka the money that Terence Crawford has, that gives you access to the best strength coaches. You know what I mean? Gives you it puts you in a position where, you could prepare for something, in the best fashion possible. It all comes down to preparation. We won't really know until they fight, to be honest with you. Once we see them in the ring and we see how the way Terence Crawford looks in there, if he's looking in there how the way he looked at 47 and 54, then that just lets you know that, that layoff that he took may have been a good thing, because that whole time he was just loading up his clips, getting his ammo ready for the shootout. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it gets to like the 8th, 9th, 10th round and Crawford legs look kind of dead and, he huffing and puffing for air and stuff like that, then that'll let you know that time that he had to, that layoff that he had may have went to his detriment. Well, we really don't know. I could guess. You feel what I'm saying? But for the most part, I don't know. You know, it's all going to come down to his performance. If I had to put a guess in, though, I'm going to say that it may have helped him because he didn't have to focus on anybody but Canelo. So, yeah, he was, you know, not only was he training, you know, and getting his weight up and, you know, doing the strength training, just putting on the weight the right way, but he also was just locked on Canelo for damn near, 9 months?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you got that much time to prepare, it's like it's almost a situation where it's hard for you to not do well. If you got 6-7 months to prepare for a test and you studying every day for it, and you done you know, went over every flashcard and got it memorized, and you did all your practice tests, and you know you passing all your practice tests, it's going to give you a lot of confidence going into the actual test because you ain't leave any stone unturned. So that's how I look at the situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you might have looked at it like, oh, he ain't been in the ring in this long. And yeah, he might have not been in the ring this long. He might have not took a test in a long time. However, he been behind the scenes, behind closed doors, getting ready for the ultimate test.
And
so
hold on.
is he really lacking, or is he going to be extremely prepared?
How much of a layoff are we talking, Mazuma?
When he fought Israel Madrimov, that was definitely last year. Let's take a look at BoxRec.
I'm watching that fight right now too. I'm watching that fight right now too.
Israel Madrimov in August of 2024. So you saying we basically like a year and a month. So 13-month layoff.
Not bad.
Yeah, and you know, for the most part, that's what he's been doing anyway. To be honest with you.
No, but he older, so he need the time off. You feel me? He need it.
Yeah, like
you feel me? That's why I like it.
You know, from Sean Porter to David Evanesian, that was around the same time frame too.
That's good.
Because he fought Sean Porter November 20th of 2021. Then he fought David Evanesian the following year, but in December 10th. So that's a 13-month layoff right there. So it's, you know, at this point he pretty much accustomed to that shit. And then from Kell Brook to Sean Porter, that was damn near a year layoff too. So,
but you got to remember when you go back
once a year for a while now.
Now remember, Mazuma, when you go back to Sean Porter, now you got a coach and a son who has the blueprint to beat him. He couldn't pull it off. Great fight. Dad threw in the towel. Big mistake. He threw it in once again. I disagreed. You see, I'm fundamentally against it. It's like a belief. So I do respect the craft of throwing in, saving the fighter, but the warrior, you know what I mean? The Evander Holyfield, real deal. That's what scarred me. The way he came back from Riddick Bowe, head, bobblehead. Bobblehead, uppercut, Holyfield.
This dude, LaChon Bowes or something like that. This is like you say that boy bro. Ever since we spoke about Cassidy that one time, that's all you've been commenting. Are you Cassidy, brother?
The rapper Cassidy?
Are you Cassidy? Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if he Cassidy or not, because he done left a few comments just specifically speaking on Cassidy. So you either a huge Cassidy fan and you can't hide it, or you maybe just Cassidy himself. Let me know, brother. If you Cassidy, we got to bring you on the live, man. You got to spit a freestyle real quick or something, man. Like, you got to let me know what it is, because you be bigging up Cassidy like a motherfucker. Shout out to the Philly legend, though. You feel me?
Man, you remember Cassidy was out here smoking motherfuckers like Sugar Shane Mosley on the freestyle battles. Every day on DVD you see. Yeah,
we was talking about that. Cassidy was the man. And he still be rapping well. Still a solid rapper.
But the greatest thing about Cassidy is his confidence level. He's more confident than any rapper. He's more confident than Papoose. I never heard a rapper more confident than Papoose. Hey, Cassidy be yeah.
Papoose having a time of his life with Clarissa. You see that shit?
Yeah.
You know, Papoose dealing with Clarissa Shields.
Right.
Clarissa Shields was he was at some award show with Clarissa. Clarissa got all this ass. I'm like, damn, I'll be forgetting how much ass Clarissa got.
Right.
And
Now, Papoose.
Papoose be having a time of his life.
Yeah, you remember on the ESN news interview, he said he put his whole face up her ass, Papoose. Up Clarissa on the ESN news. That shit was funny as hell. I was like, she.
I ain't even
Right
hear him
after
say
she
that.
Yeah, right after she finished training. Yep, a sparring session or something. I don't know. But he just, he's silly with the bars and shit, though. So who you got your money on,
That's
Papoose
like
versus
New York, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, who you going Papoose versus Cassidy? Who you got? I mean, not if you take your Philadelphia bias out, just talent level.
To be
Who
honest with you, I never really tapped into Papoose all like that.
You know he can't fuck with Cassidy. No, you know
I ain't
he
never
can't
really
fuck
listen
with
to Papoose all like that. Like I heard
I
like a
listen
couple
to him every
freestyles
day.
he had, and he could definitely rap. I don't know. I guess that'd be solid.
But he don't have the effervescent. See, your boy Cassidy know how to make music out of the freestyle battles. Remember? It's the radio, the radio. Remember Cassidy? R. Kelly? He's a hey, I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. Man, he was rapping like a mother.
That had Philly going crazy, that hustler John. But
yeah, but
Eric Corey said, damn, I let it be Papoose. And all of a sudden y'all like Clarissa.
Yeah.
I don't know.
From the back?
Clarissa not really for me. She got a crazy ass though, but she not
Now from the back, she cool though. You know what I mean? She cool from the back. I'm smashed.
Clarissa,
I like her. She got.
Man. You know what it is?
Nice.
She a little bit too masculine for me. It seemed like
right.
Papoose like masculine women. Cause Remy Ma, she got a lot of masculine energy too. So I don't know what it is about Papoose and these masculine women, but that's that ain't never been my thing. I like my women to be ladylike. You feel me?
But Remy, I don't
never want to have a conversation because, bro, I done had conversations with women and I feel like I'm talking to my uncle or some shit, and I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck you feel like I'm talking to a whole nigga right now? Yeah, so y'all like women be talking like that. Yeah, I'm about to go bust this move. Blah. Shit. We just chilling and you know what I mean? We about to go spark this, John. We about to spark this, and we about to what you then they be calling you bro and all.
No, it's over with that, Mazuma. That's a dead giveaway. Once they hit you with the bro, it's over.
Yeah, no, they be talking to you like they really men and that shit, and they even will start talking crazy to you like they men, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, we ain't.
And then start getting hit in their face like they men too.
Yeah, they be tripping. I'll be like, yo, like what, bro?
But you got to get it.
I would never want to be with a woman that got masculine energy, bro. That's dead.
But Remy don't have masculine energy. She's just a roughneck female.
Yes, she do. Yes, she do. Yes,
she's a freak though. You see how she be dressing? She got that little ratchet whore like from the hood, ratchet hood mentality. But it's like female.
She definitely give masculine energy. Like she do. I've seen her on several occasions. Like she looks like she the type that challenge a man, and to me that just scream masculinity.
But he shouldn't have beat up easy.
There ain't no reason why a woman should be challenging a man, point blank, period. I done told every woman I've dealt with, I was like, don't never, especially if I'm not around, if a man coming crazy at you, you do what you gotta do to get up out that situation because you not beating no man in no fight. You not. I promise you not. So, I had trouble with one of my exes with that because she had a slick ass mouth, and that's what made me completely steer away from them type of women. Like she will disrespect anybody and don't even be concerned about the consequences. I'm like, yo, you gonna run into a nigga who gonna punch your shit in. You know what I mean? Because men now, and they've always been like that. Men nowadays, they'll tee off on a woman and not care. And these women, they think because it never happened to them that it won't happen to them. Like, you tripping. These men nowadays, bro, they'll punch a hole in you. Like, no problem. So you got
But you gotta give Papoose. You gotta give Papoose credit. He on some super pimped out stuff now. He getting the rich because just
getting it. He getting it. So
two of them. He got two of them. Knocked two of them down. Millionaires. 2 millionaires certified. That's 2 for 2 now. He look at where his career would be without Remy and without Clarissa. He's a superstar just from smashing. He has
said, "No,
game.
not Latinos, fam." Yo, Samad, let me tell you something, bro. Some of the biggest woman beaters I know, Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's real.
Yeah, all right.
Shakur Stevenson. You talking about Shakur Stevenson?
Talking about
Yeah,
no,
I seen him
not
beat that girl.
Latinos. You crazy. You crazy as hell. I know Latinos that get drunk and all they want to do is beat on their women. Man, you crazy as shit.
Remember Shakur Stevenson beat that girl at the gas station. He Puerto Rican.
Oh no, man.
He Puerto Rican. He claimed it. Don't take it from him now.
Yo, why you had to do that? First of all, he ain't swing on no woman. He knocked the dude
That was
out.
a chick. That was a chick.
He
I
pushed
seen
the
him hit
girl out
that
the
chick.
way. He
Same
pushed the girl
thing.
out I seen the video.
He's a Puerto Rican woman beater, Shakur Stevenson. Give him props.
No, I ain't say that. I ain't say that. I'm trying to get
No, it
Shakur.
was me. No, I'm taking full. I'm a grown man, man. I ain't.
Man, I'm trying to get
Listen, man,
Shakur
you
on
got to
my
be real
show.
with
You
these
talking
people.
crazy. I seen the
Listen,
video. He ain't hit no girl. I seen the video.
man, I seen him. Show that shit right now. You'll get exposed. I'll show you exactly where he hit our ass at. Listen, I showed you Shakur. He did wrong when he did that jury thing with Jay Prince and he had NBA YoungBoy jury. That's when we knew he was a savage
I don't
snake.
even know about none of that. I don't even know.
I know about everything.
I bet you do. Why the fuck is you so
Mastermind.
man?
I know their character. I know their heart. I know if they really like Floyd Mayweather. I know he hate black people. He hate Sugar Ray Robinson. He hate Muhammad Ali. He loves Roberto Duran. He loves the foreigners. He don't love black people. He likes himself. But he hates the legendary boxers because his father loved Ali. I know everything, Mazuma.
I agree. I agree with that Mayweather take. He said, no, Shakur didn't claim his PR side. When that happened, he was black at that time.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yo, Shakur did claim he was Puerto Rican for like 3 fights, though.
Didn't he? For 3 fights, then he went back to
Yeah,
black.
it was like
Man,
3, 4 fights where he claimed to be Puerto Rican, and that was it.
That gotta hurt though when you claim to be another race.
That was a good little run. That was a good little run, though.
Hey, would you do it though, Mazuma? Would you do that? Claim another race for 3 fights. Claim another race for 3 fights.
I'd have claimed PR off the rip. But that's because I come from a Puerto Rican background. Like we know where our ancestors come from, but we also know like our nationality. So we got pride in our nationality as well. So like I'd have rep Puerto Rico off the rip, but I see why Shakur don't rep Puerto Rico because he wasn't raised by his biological father. His biological father was Puerto Rican. He was never around.
So why would you rep it and then stop repping it? That's disrespectful. If you rep it, you're gonna rep it forever, like Tito Trinidad.
That made me feel like he did it because he was trying to add to his fan base. I don't really think he got any type of pride in, being Puerto Rican. And for real,
that's very evil.
Let's say, I mean, yeah, it do sound like some opportunist shit, but I'm gonna tell you this: if him and his dad, had a little bit of a relationship, then his dad passed away. And his dad was like in a lot of legal trouble. Apparently, this public knowledge, by the way. Shakur done said it himself. Like a lot of the time when his dad was trying to come around, he was on the run and all that shit. So he had like his troubles and shit. But if you let's say Mastermind, you black and Puerto Rican, and your mother was Puerto Rican, right? But your mother wasn't somebody who was really in your life. Would you be prideful in saying that you Puerto Rican if the Puerto Rican side of your family ain't ever looked for you?
Oh man, well, that's I can't really answer that. I got to live that to answer that. That'd be hard to say, But
No, I'm saying I
I mean,
understand where Shakur is coming from, though.
mhm. But I'm saying if I do claim Puerto Rican, it's gonna be out of love, and I would never stop claiming it. So I'm gonna be claiming. But I would claim both. I'll be
He
like
probably
Roy
still
Jones,
claiming
Russian
it,
and
but
black.
he definitely took that Puerto Rican flag off his trunks, though.
That's bad. That's bad. Don't do that. Now that's
He said,
disrespectful. That's what
Anonymous
Trinidad
said,
got in trouble for. I'm not Trinidad, but Hopkins when he threw the flag down. You disrespecting the flag, sir, when you take it off your trunks. Don't
he
put it on
said,
there, then, sir. Don't put
I
it on
agree.
there, Mazuma.
I agree. Anonymous says, I remember that people on Twitter was calling him Shakur Sanchez. That's fucking hilarious. That's hilarious. 'Cause that's my mom's last name. So I think that's pretty funny.
That's love, man. That's
Yeah,
love,
Andres,
man.
that's what I'm
Respect to
saying.
your mom.
Andres, I agree with you. That's what he said. He didn't grow up in that culture. Yeah, but the point that Mastermind is making is that, you know what I mean? You was repping it. You started repping it.
Yep.
Once people
We with
found
it
out
for
you
life.
started repping it, then you did a few fights where you was repping it, then you stopped repping it. It's like, why make you question what your intentions were in repping it in the first place? Did you do it for monetary gain? Like what that, because that's what it looked like. It looked like you was like, all right, let me see if I can get a Puerto Rican fan base behind me. You didn't get that Puerto Rican
Yeah.
fan base behind you, how you thought you would. So you're like, all right, fuck them now.
You don't
That's what it
play with
looked
the
like to me.
children like that because those kids that's looking up to you when you claim Puerto Rico, now you getting those kids. Hey, we got a brother from New Jersey. Hey, brother. Hey. Then you find out he don't even love me. He just claimed me. He just claimed me to make some money. He don't love me. That's what he did.
Yeah,
Why would you
6ix9ine.
use her? He's an
Yeah,
evil
that rat.
person, man.
The rapper that was a rat, the boy 6ix9ine, he don't claim his PR side too much. Yeah, he don't. I remember him disrespecting Puerto Ricans at this baseball game. They're talking about how he said he Mexican. All right, so go be Mexican then. Whatever you identify as, go ahead. But I see that
Oh
six
man.
nine 6ix9ine not popping with with the hip hop world and in the States. So now he be out there in Puerto Rico and shit trying to grow his brand in the Spanish market. Like, nah, bro, fuck out of here. Go sing that ranch music with the Mexicans over there. Don't be trying to do reggaeton over here with the Puerto Ricans. You know what I mean?
But he
Like,
had such a promising career, though. He had such a promising career. I wish he would have stayed
bro,
on
I
the straight
never
and
liked him.
narrow.
I never
No,
liked
no,
him.
I was a big fan when he first came out with Nicki Minaj before the criminal element. I
Yeah.
like the fakeness. I love the fake because I look at hip hop as straight fake anyway. I don't respect no rap. I look at them as all characters, from the best to the worst. So I don't look at nobody like, oh, he real, oh, he fake. No, all of them fake to me.
Yeah,
Even the real ones
I
fake.
never liked him
So
because it says
go
a
ahead, sir.
Super Dominican or Puerto Rican. Why do people keep saying Super is Dominican? Where did y'all get that information from? I've never heard him claim being Dominican ever. Never. I don't know where. I seen De La Hoya say that shit about him, and I'm like, huh? Where did that even come from? And Super even corrected him, like, bro, I'm not Dominican. Like, I don't know who told you that. So I
Now
don't know
you're talking about,
where they be getting that, huh?
but
Is it
when
because he
you
dark skinned?
say the golden, hey Mazuma, when you bring up the Golden Boy name, now you bring up the greatest Mexican boxer of all time out of Los Angeles, California.
Mexican American, because the Mexicans don't claim him as straight Mexican.
That fool is, but he better than the straight Mexicans. Then who better than him in Mexico? Nobody.
Nobody.
A killer at welterweight. Beat
He
everybody.
might just be the Mexican goat.
He
He might just
is.
be
He
the
beat
Mexican goat.
everybody. Man,
Well,
he
he
beat up
fought
Hector
everybody. He
Camacho,
didn't beat
man.
everybody. He fought everybody though.
Man, he beat Julio Cesar Chavez.
He did
He beat Hector Camacho.
twice.
He beat Sweet Pea Whitaker. What more do you want? He beat
I don't think he really
everybody,
beat
man.
Sweet, but I give it to him. I don't think he
Who
really
didn't he
beat
beat?
Sweet.
Name somebody he didn't beat. I want to hear this.
He didn't beat B Hop. He didn't beat Shane Mosley. He didn't beat
Oh,
Tito. He didn't beat he didn't beat Pacquiao. He didn't beat Floyd.
5
He
losses.
lost.
That's all of them. Other
He
than
lost.
that, he's undefeated. Other than that, that's 5 losses.
Other than that,
Undefeated.
I mean, yeah.
You
I mean,
got me. You got me with
First of
that,
all,
but
you
I
know,
kept fighting.
you sound crazy. So
I kept
that's like
fighting.
me saying, that's like me saying, yo, like my record 2-6, and you like, yeah, you lost to those 6 dudes, but besides that, you undefeated.
I lost the debate, but I kept fighting. I went to the decision. You beat me by unanimous decision. Yes, he
I
lost to
thought
those
he
5
lost to
people.
Sweet Pea too, Marlon.
Nah,
That's some real
yeah. We
shit.
got questionable. We
I
gonna
thought De La Hoya. I ain't gonna lie. I thought De La Hoya lost to Felix Stern.
yeah. But we going by technical losses, not that,
Yeah, I know that.
whatever.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying who I thought he lost to.
Yeah, he was
And
lucky
that
to
Ike
get that
Forte
victory.
John was kind of crazy too.
That one hurt. Now I cried. That was another tearjerker for me. I cried for that one. That boy was so great. He was a great fighter, man. Oh my God, that jab was beautiful. Greatest jab I ever seen at welterweight, man. Greatest jab I ever seen at welterweight.
De La Hoya?
No, Mazuma, Ike Cortez.
Yeah, I thought he lost.
Mazuma.
That Ike Forte fight was crazy for sure.
That jab was giving him problems, wasn't it? It was giving De La Hoya problems.
I remember
Mazuma, the jab was giving him problems.
Ralph said, "Hey, you can erase De La Hoya losses. They erased Loma loss on Top Rank. You remember that shit, Ralph? Damn,
Yeah, that hurt.
Ralph been around for a minute. I remember that. I remember like I don't know if Loma was in the crowd. It was some crazy shit. Then it said like I forgot the number, but let's say it was like Loma's 12-0. I'm like, huh? 12-0. Like at the time he had 1 loss. He lost to Salido. So I'm like, bro, y'all either is one of the two things. Either the nigga who put that up didn't really know Loma's record, or y'all over here trying to lie to the people and sell him as an undefeated fighter to build his stock. It's either one of the two.
It's
Like,
not no either. It's only one. It's only one. It's the latter, the last one you said. It's not the first one at all. Hell no. It wasn't no accident. That was on purpose. Premeditated murder right there. I've seen it happen before.
I remember prior to Loma fighting Rigondeaux, they had like ESPN had like a pound for pound list. And, at the time, Guillermo was like a pound for pound rated fighter. They put like Errol Spence with I think it was like Errol Spence with like a Cuban flag. And it was like, why the fuck y'all? I don't know if it was Errol, but it was definitely a fighter who wasn't Cuban, who had a Cuban flag on his ranking. And they was like, why the fuck? I think it was Errol. Why the fuck Errol got a Cuban flag in his joint? Apparently, Guillermo Rigondeaux came out and said, yeah, man, they had me ranked there, but they purposely moved me out because they knew that he was gonna fight Loma next and shit. Like they wasn't trying to give you no credit.
Yeah, that was the worst. Like you said, the way they did that man. Oh man, they did that man the worst ever I seen treated. Man, him and Devin Haney get treated the worst. Devin Haney, Rigondeaux, and Jack Johnson, the worst treated boxer champions ever. Yeah, they hate those people. They're hated. They're freaking hated. Jack Johnson, Devin Haney, Rigondeaux. They going down in history. Mount Rushmore hated boxers. Ali probably make the Mount Rushmore with it. But those three for sure.
I want to know exactly what happened with Guillermo because not too long ago, probably like 3 years ago, whatever, probably longer than that. They said Guillermo Rigondeaux had a pressure cooker. And the pressure cooker blew up in his face and it like damaged like a good percentage of his vision.
Oh man.
But the nigga been fighting. So they was trying to make it seem like his vision done, like he not gonna be able to box no more. This nigga still be fighting. So I'm like, bro, how bad was his vision loss? Cause
super bad. He has to fight for the money. Remember, he fought Loma for $400K. That's how bad his money was, man. This is bad. This is bad what you just said, man. He fighting handicapped out here.
He fought Loma for $400K. That's it.
Yeah, that was the top money he can get. Remember when nobody would fight him? That's what I was trying to tell your pops. Like, man, he was having scared just like the guy y'all was talking about. Same shit.
Damn, so he probably only came home with like 100 racks, bro. Oh, I'm serious. No, I'm serious because when you really do the taxes and shit like that, bro, like I said, when a fighter
That's
makes
like,
$1 million, they only made like 300,000. And people don't even know
but,
that shit. When
but
you get a
Riggin
$1 million
down is fighting.
paycheck, you're not just coming and I ain't gonna get too deep into this, but like when you make $1 million in boxing, Mikey Garcia done said this, Rolly confirmed it on my channel. You only coming home with like 300K. You gotta pay your corner, you gotta pay your
So
manager, your promoter. I'm assuming you gotta pay, and you gotta pay taxes. You
so
gotta
you
pay
just
if you're a world
so
level fighter. You gotta pay your sparring partners. You gotta pay your strength and conditioning coach. You gotta pay nutritionist if you got one, chef. Like that shit piles up, bro.
and I want you to understand that now he's a blind fighter fighting blind in the ring because it wasn't making no money. He only made 100K for that. So imagine he has to fight now to make up for lost time as an older guy,
But
43 years old, 44.
he's actually fought since then. And I'm like, how are they clearing him to fight if he is blind? That's like
Because it's you. You clearing you. If you willing to put yourself in there, listen, we got to make this money.
no, but commissions won't allow you to fight if you got a injury that could fuck them over and they could get sued. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't know. That's weird. Let me see.
You
Let
know
me
you
look
in a
that shit.
corrupt game. This the dope game, Mazuma. This shit is not legit. I mean, they make it seem legit, but it's just like in prison. Yeah, they got COs, but you paying the COs off. They the
See,
ones bringing the dope in.
in 2022, Guillermo lost. According to ESPN, Guillermo Rigondeaux lost roughly 80% of his vision following an accident involving a pressure cooker in his Miami home.
See, that's the problem right there, Mazuma. He handicapped fighting.
It says, then on Boxing Scene, it says 2 years, and this is in 2024, 2 years later after the pressure cooker almost blinded him, Guillermo Rigondeaux sees a future in boxing at 44.
See, he too old to be fighting anyway, man. He's handicapped. You see what's going on. He got robbed in the Lomachenko fight, 100K. You just told me. That's what he went home with. At least that's the most he made was 100K. He probably went home with 75K. You know this. This is the problem, sir. He was desperate to take the fight with Lomachenko. He had nowhere else to go, Mazuma. He had to sell his own to eat, to live. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just reading up on this whole thing. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm watching that Mazuma Crawford right now.
They said for a while he could only see sunlight and shadows.
That's sad, man. That's sad. And that happened in America too. He should have stayed in his home country. I wish he would have retired and returned home. That pressure cooker accident never would have happened, Mazuma. This is why you don't stay in America after you get your money, Mazuma. You leave here.
Yeah, Guillermo Rigondeaux definitely got did dirty, bro.
How many fights has he had since Lomachenko?
Hold on. I don't know. I guess they said that his vision, like the corneas, they could heal over time and shit like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's a
they
miracle.
saying like that, like he pretty much recovered. So that's
That's
crazy.
beautiful, man. Yeah, he prayed to God for that, though. That was prayer. You know he was praying.
Oh, yeah.
Please heal my eye. That's terrible right there, man, to lose that vision. You know, man, but I don't want him to continue the boxing because that's not good for his vision at this point in his life. So he need to go to like
Nick J QBT says Mazuma buzzed Bud at the very end of round 2. I watched that fight again today.
I'm watching it right now. It's a
Yeah,
wonderful fight.
That's why she said that. Cause she heard you say you was watching it.
Shit, I'll be watching her. She got a little boxing show. It'd be good. It's a great boxing show. Hell yeah, man. Nick J.
Why she don't ever want to come on here and talk to me, man? She be in the comments. She don't want to talk to me. That's crazy.
She's probably famous and shit. I don't know. She might be famous or something. I don't know. Them famous people be trying to charge you $40K to come on. You know they want $40K. Like, you got $40K, I got you. That shit be so much money. I'll be like, man, what?
I fucking wish I had $40K to blow, bro.
That's what I'm talking about right there. I don't even need $40K. Just give me 11.5, Mazuma. 11.5, I'm good. You feel me?
11.5.
I go to work tomorrow.
What you gonna do with that 11.5?
I go to work. Huh?
What you gonna do with that 11.5?
Put it in the bank and go to work tomorrow and buy me some McDonald's for lunch. I'm a stacker. You hear me? I'm a stacker. I stack it up. And you know, I don't get car notes. Mazuma, I don't get car notes. I buy them cash. You feel me? I'm not wishing no car note $500 a month with it. Are you serious? Nope. Buy the whole thing for what? $4,500, $3,500.
Shit, I don't do the car notes neither. So I feel
smart. You in Philadelphia not doing it? See, we smart on this side of the planet.
Shit, my Mazuma should hop on the boxing voice panel. I don't know. This how I be feeling, right? I'm sure if I found, I was just speaking to a big boxing person. I mentioned his name before. We was in the DMs talking back and forth, and niggas in the group chat, y'all know who I'm talking about. And he had invited me to come over to New York and watch how the way, like, pretty much invited me to go see how the way, the production is over there and stuff. I might take him up on that offer for real, just to like network and all that. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not really too fond of like going on other people's channel and like being somebody's sidekick. I don't know if it's my pride. I don't really know what it is, but like I don't really want to make my name off of nobody else. Like, I was, like I said, like when I did like my little collabs with Southpaw and shit like that, but ever since then, it's like, nah, I ain't really with all that shit. You feel me? Even if I gotta grow my channel the slow way, it is what it is. That's just what we gonna have to do. I ain't in no rush for real. You feel me? Like, ain't really that serious. I don't really care about the numbers. I do this shit because I genuinely enjoy talking to y'all. So, I feel like my channel gonna blow up one way or another.
You got to take every opportunity, Mazuma. Every opportunity that comes your way, you take it and you knock it out.
These niggas though.
No, it don't. That's the people you need to go. You need to deal with the people you don't mess with. That's how you become supreme. Because now people like, damn, he fake. Because I face all my enemies. I want to look them in the eye. You gonna have to kill me right now.
Though. I don't even know these niggas. They not enemies. I just
that's how you. But I'm saying the world I'm saying wherever you go, they gonna follow you back to your home and watch your platform. Then your stuff expanded 1,500, 3,000. Then you got 40 million subscribers. You looking at Lomachenko on your platform. You like, whoa, what happened? This is networking, like you said, connecting through the internet. None of these people, like you said, you Scarface.
If that's the case, who y'all want to see me collab with? Let me know.
Let me see who
I done collab with a few people though. I did collaborations. I was supposed to do a little collab with Kevin Ioli, but I don't know what happened with that shit. I think that was probably me. But I did the Great collaborations. I did the I heard that nigga Two Tone a nut though. I don't know if I want to work with Two Tone. I heard
You
he
need
be
to get
moving
with
like
Banky Pound, man. Get with Banky Pound out of DC.
who?
Banky Pound out of DC.
Yeah, I don't even...
He
See,
did
that's
the
another
33
thing.
years.
That's another thing. I don't really be watching nobody, so I don't really be knowing these people. I be having people in the comments like, "Yo, you should collab with this person." So like, I'll go see, and I'm like, "Oh, all right, that's what's up. They got something good going on." But like,
But these
yeah,
people
like,
that you meet, you got to understand these people that you meet, they're gonna broaden your horizon too. Because when you meet these people, it's all expansion, and then you getting different. You just mastering your craft from different different elements, different part. You just sharpen it like a sensei. So you get it from everybody's enemies, allies, alike. But I can get you with people like you said, people like you, or you can go with people again, ESN News, a guy that's not like you. Dominate them. But if you go on their platform, just be you. Like I don't really lie, I don't even mess with you, but I'm on here. You feel me? Come like that. That's how
BF
I come with ESN News. I don't
said
like you.
BFTB boxing, Blue Blood, Claymore. Man, I'm the one who convinced Claymore to make his YouTube channel, bro. He'll tell you that. I've been on Claymore Rain channel a few times. He's been on my channel a few times. Jab Queen, I don't know what's up with Jab Queen. She used to be in the comments. I don't know what she be doing now though. But regardless, I came on her channel before too. See, I don't got no problem going on people's channel. It just gotta be like people out that fuck with me. Cause I don't know, bro. Like I don't really feel the need to go on other people's channel if they ain't supporting me. Like it shit gotta be mutual. I ain't about to just be popping up on your channel. Meanwhile, you ain't even coming through and showing me no type of support. Should make me look like I'm a dick eater or something. And I
No, you're
definitely
networking. You
Anonymous said Mark ain't the dude that's gonna be friendly with everybody. That's a fact.
What about 78 Sports TV?
I
He got a
did
good
videos on
boxing
him
channel.
years ago.
Mhm.
Like I said, 78 was one of the people that I first started watching. And
Yeah, that's who I started
he the
watching.
one who really because like I said, y'all go look at my oldest videos on YouTube. I got some from back when I was like 18, 17, 18. And he
Mhm.
was the one that like sparked my interest in talking boxing in the boxing community.
Right.
So yeah, I got a lot of inspiration from 78. He
Yeah,
was
he
a
got a good
he was
channel, man. I
he was
always
really a
mess with him.
pioneer. 78 really a pioneer for YouTube boxing talk. He was one of the first people. And that shit paid off because look, I think he about to hit 100K.
Yeah, he should be over that. He should be like, yeah, you're right
You
though.
feel
You're
me?
right. He should be over that though. But you're
Yeah,
right.
like he
They
no,
hating on him a little bit.
I think he just about to hit 100K. So like 78, he a legend when it comes to the YouTube boxing talk for real, for real.
Yeah, they
And
call him the general.
I've been on. Well, I ain't calling no man the general. You feel me? But that's
Hey, I
like
don't
calling
give a
somebody
damn.
like His Excellency. I don't get into none of that.
Hey,
But he a
general
OG.
ain't
I got a lot of love for 78. You feel me? But I collabed on his channel a few. I went on his channel a few times to talk boxing, and he commented on one of my lives before. I don't know if he's still sub, but he used to be.
Yeah. Hey, man. But see, I like his channel because you know what I'm saying. You use the boxing, but it's really about life in general. You know what I'm saying. A lot of people use boxing, but
I
like
ain't gonna
Ali
lie.
did. He used boxing. He kind of like that. He used it for other
No,
means.
78, one of the most intelligent people that I've ever come across on YouTube. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I used to be on his Patreon because of the game that he used to be kicking, bro. The way that like he would speak on like relationships and it seemed like 78, one of them niggas, I feel like he got the motherfucking answers to everything, bro. Like
Yeah, he a
he just knows
philosopher. That nigga
everything, bro. And like I don't know,
78,
like
the philosopher.
from like 17, bro, I'm trying to tell you, like he played a big part. And every time I talk to him, I tell him that from like 17 till like I still listen to him till this day. 17 till now. 16, probably 16. From like 16, 11 years, I've been listening to him, bro. That's like my uncle, my internet uncle, bro.
Yeah,
No
what is
cap.
it? Yeah, I've been listening to 7A since 2013.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been that he
I've
been
seen it.
around that long.
But it's good to watch his channel because then you seen him start getting them big guys like
But
Wilder,
he
you know,
but he
Keith
not
Thurman.
I did notice though, as like 78 is getting older, he not really into like the boxing talk how he used to be. Cause bro, he was like a boxing historian, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
when he literally got this one of my favorite videos that I ever came across in the boxing space. It was some shit called the history of like the black fighter or something.
Right. Yeah,
Like
that
he
shit
broke
fire.
down like the slave, like the first like uh from Tom Melanu, who was like a slave, and he was such a good fighter that he was freed as a slave, like his slave master freed him, and all that type stuff. Tom Melanu, like he broke it down so like effortlessly, like, and you could tell like he was just off the top just talking about it. Um, Spoke about like Floyd Mayweather. He spoke about Jack Johnson, Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali. He got a lot of classic videos, and he was like the first channel that I remember that was doing like boxing debates,
Right.
like boxing debates, bro. Like he was doing that shit before everybody. Like he was ahead of the curve, and he the one. I was always in boxing. I was competing and all that shit, but like he was the one who made me like want to be like speak like talking boxing. If you look at my
Yeah.
old videos, I had the LDBC hashtag on my titles.
So,
Swear to
so
God.
you know, so check it out though, man. I be watching like all podcasts throughout and all topics, right? But what I find about this boxing game, this is a sport that I think is the most popular sport talked about out of all sports, professional. I don't
Basketball
think
got a
no.
big lane. Basketball got a big lane. Because now all these NBA players are doing podcasts now. If you peep, like Lou Williams, Jeff Teague, Matt Barnes. I see Nick Young. Like they all coming out and they talking basketball now. And I'm sure there's a few other. Even LeBron, I think he got his own podcast with like that fucking white boy. I forgot his name. What the fuck was
So
his
you
name?
say, oh, so you saying it's the same
Reddick.
level across the
JJ
board?
Reddick. JJ Reddick. So, but
Okay.
boxing definitely got a huge. That's why I said this shit the other day. YouTube, but like the content creators on YouTube is like the heartbeat behind this boxing shit. And I say that
Mm,
because they're the ones we don't like. The content creators, the one that's doing all the heavy lifting for the promotion. These promoters ain't doing
mm,
shit nowadays. They not even putting up billboards no more. These niggas just they'll do a press conference, they'll do a final press conference, they'll do a grand arrival, they'll do a weigh-in, and then that's it. Like we the ones, you know what I mean? We're the ones who really be promoting these fights. And they don't ever cut us a fucking dime. And I got videos that got thousands of views talking about certain fights. I got shorts on YouTube that got tens of thousands of views, and it's me promoting the fight. Like that shit go a long way.
right. I see what you're saying. You
They are
saying,
hard content. YouTube boxing channels are really like the heartbeat behind this boxing shit because we the ones who really, push the culture forward.
right, right.
It
But
is.
man, that's what I'm saying. With man, I'm just worried about man. I'm looking at him with Mouth. I'm like, man, he got to win that damn Canelo fight, man. It's too much pressure, man. He got the whole weight of the black race on his shoulders for this fight, man. Because if he lose this,
BFTB.
he's over.
Y'all really be watching BF? I gotta see who this BFTB do this.
Yeah, he
Champ
good.
78, Blue Blood, Artman, and Mazuma. Only guys I watch. Salute, brother. Sound like I'm in some good company. You know what I mean? Especially if I'm being mentioned with Champ Side at 70. I fuck with Champ Side. He spoke, he was speaking real spicy to me. So when I see him, I'm gonna ask him about that. But I respect all the work he do. Um, you know what I mean? I like what he do for the boxing world, and yeah, he's solid. Solid channel. Solid channel.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
uh yeah. 78. Definitely goaded. The pioneer
Yeah, he
behind
still be going strong. Yeah, but he be doing them lives too, man. But man, I'm telling you, I be watching all the boxing channels, so I know who the best is, man. I know who the best channels is. He number one on the boxing. But like I said, it really ain't no boxing channel. He be talking, man, that shit be good as hell, man. He be talking about, man, the hood, the streets.
I don't
He
think
be talking about
78 ain't enthused with boxing how he used to be.
right.
And I guess that's just what happens when you get older and shit. Or 78 just got to a point where it's like, and I used to be the same way. Like I tell people, I was like, yo, when I was a young boy, I used to pay like $30 to go watch local Philly fighters fight on the weekend just because I was that obsessed with boxing. But I don't know if it's burnout or it's just maturity over time or whatever the case is. But now it's like I'm not turning on no fights now unless like, it's a big deal. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Now you see,
cause
we
my
in the
whole
time
life,
where
my whole life boxing, bro. Like my whole life is outside of my son. My whole life is boxing. So it's like
yeah,
I go to work, I leave work, I'm in the gym. Then I come home and I'm talking boxing. Then I'm helping the pros out when they fighting and wherever they fighting at. Then I'm catering to my amateurs. You know what I mean? Then I'm getting off this live. Then I'm on YouTube watching some more boxing.
so you gotta have a
Like
whole 24.
my whole life just revolve around boxing. So it got to the point where it's like it got to be about quality to me. Because if I keep on just boxing, 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 shit gonna burn me the fuck out.
But you gotta take 24 hours of non-boxing. You gonna have to take a 24 hour after the Crawford fight.
That shit
That
damn near
next week you gonna
impossible, bro.
24-hour
I would
non-boxing.
basically have to be off my phone to do that. And I
Yep,
can't be off my phone for
impossible.
24 hours. I'm too busy.
Hell, nobody could be off their phone for 24 hours unless they phone broke. Man, that shit addictive as hell. That's like going without water for 24 hours. Man, I need my phone at all times. While I'm at work, while I'm at home, every time, man, I need my phone. It's my best friend. It's like my PlayStation 5. I love it.
Fredo
That phone,
says 78 LDBC boxers got destroyed. What labels you a LDBC boxer, Fredo? What labels you to be a LDBC boxer? I would love to know.
they talking about, what's that
These
dude
niggas
name?
sponsored by the LDBC or something? Like they like snack? Like what the fuck is an LDBC fighter?
But man, I'm trying to tell you, man, Danny Garcia, that he was. I liked his career, man. Now I ain't talking about the end. I'm talking about at his height. Oh my God, he was brilliant. He
He
was brilliant.
definitely. I'm gonna tell you this. He definitely a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I'm giving him the
What
Hall
y'all,
of
what y'all
Fame
think in the
first.
chat, y'all? Y'all think Danny Garcia a Hall of Famer?
Hell yeah, he beat Matias.
Matisse.
Matisse. When he beat Matisse, it was over. He convinced me. I thought he was gonna get knocked out. I thought he was scared of Matisse. Nope,
Fuck no.
he
He
was
beat
not scared.
Matisse ass.
Hey,
He beat
Matisse thought he was scared of
Matisse
him too.
ass. Yeah, Danny Garcia. ETC Boxer said absolutely Hall of Fame worthy. I agree.
Hell yeah.
Anonymous
You
says,
see what he
yeah.
did to Amir Khan? He knocked out Amir Khan. That shit was funny as hell. I was laughing, man. I didn't like Amir Khan, and
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this, Mastermind. A lot of people in Philly was doubting Danny in that Amir Khan fight, bro.
I always doubted
I
Danny.
remember
That's why I
I
love
remember
him.
exactly where I was at. I was at my a family friend's house. So we was all watching it over there. I'm in them Puerto Rican cribs. So this the sofas that got the plastic on it and shit. I'm sitting on this motherfucking plastic covers on this sofa. And I remember the first few rounds, Amir just lighting him up. Boom, 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 boom. Like shit. I said, damn, this motherfucker getting his ass. But I'm like, Danny getting punched on. So then Amir Khan cut him. I'm like, oh, it's a wrap. So like at this point, I'm like, oh, this shit getting ugly, bro. This nigga embarrassed the city, blah blah. We talking crazy about Danny, like we upset. So bro, I was noticing though. I said, yo, he keep landing this fucking overhand on he keep landing this left hook on Khan. But Khan will throw like 4 quick Johns, then in between Danny will throw some like a hook. Boom, and he catching Khan, but he not really hitting him on the button. I'm like, yo, Danny is holding up to these punches well. His face breaking up, but he's holding up like chin wise well to the punches. And I'm thinking like, yo, he could probably clip Khan. But I was saying like he need to throw more combinations. But bro, if you go watch that fight, he landed that left hook like 2-3 times before he landed the big one. Boom, boom, boom. Then he finally landed. Boom. It was a weird shot right behind the ear, but his equilibrium was gone. So now the crib going crazy, like, oh shit. Now we seen how the way Khan got up and his legs all over the place. His head was literally like this, bro. Head rocking side to side, like he was gone. So I'm like, oh shit. Then Danny had dropped him a couple more times and they stopped it, bro. The whole crib went crazy, bro. Crazy.
Man, they ruined Danny Garcia, man. Y'all gonna pay him all that money. Then you gonna sit him on the shelf and have him waiting for 6, 7, 8 years, man, on the shelf.
6,
like
7,
a Dr.
8 years.
Dre CD. They did him like a Dr. Dre CD, Mazuma. He couldn't get play. He couldn't get no play, man. He on the shelf. He with his wife. They doing good things out here, man. Stay on the shelf, man. I didn't want him to come back. I knew this was gonna happen.
Well,
Just like I don't want Earl Spence to come back.
Danny's
Earl
doing
Spence,
amazing things with his money. Danny's doing amazing things with his money, man.
yeah, he too rich for it, man.
He don't need boxing no more, so that's a beautiful thing. And Danny was very smart with his money from the very beginning. As soon as he got his first big check, he invested in real estate. Very, very, very smart, bro. Very smart. Very businessman.
And equally as classy, he's a very classy champion. He never disrespected the art or the sport. Remember that. Look back at his career. It wasn't him, it was his dad. He was a very classy, respectful champion. He never even disrespected people. He just beat your ass. He just beat your ass. Very respectful. Huh?
His father was the one that was disrespectful.
Exactly. But that's what made him the super classy gentleman. He was a very dangerous guy. That's how he was rocking you to sleep. He would be nice to you and beat your ass. You're not getting mad at him to whoop him. He's just been, hey Mazuma, hey, how's the family? All right, the kids doing good at school. He coming to beat your ass. Very classy. That's what I like about him.
Danny got a hell of a resume though, bro.
Yeah.
A hell of a resume.
Discipline.
So you talking about what? His first big fight was like what? American. Did he fight? I think he fought
before
Nate
that.
Campbell.
It was before
did
that.
He fight Nate Campbell. Who did Danny? I think Danny fought Nate Campbell. Let me see. Or Kendall Holt. I think it was Kendall Holt. Let me see.
Man, they were so great. That left hook with Kendall. Oh man, it was a beautiful fight. Couldn't knock him off his feet. He beat a Mexican champion first, though. His first one ever.
Oh, he actually fought both of them back to back. See, I know I wasn't tripping. He beat Nate Campbell and he beat Kendall Holt, Danny.
That Nate Campbell was beautiful. That was a beautiful. He's another Danny Garcia too. Great champion. Great champion. He whined about losses, but he was a great
Campbell,
champion.
Kendall Holt, both were solid fighters at their time. Eric Morales, Amir Khan,
Eric Morales.
Lamont Peterson, Paulie Malignaggi, Robert Guerrero, Keith Thurman, Brandon Rios, Sean Porter. I ain't gonna really talk about Granados or Ivan Redcatch, but I guess. Fought Earl Spence, Landy Lard, bro. He got a hell of a. He fought some niggas, bro. He really don't fought.
First, who was that Mexican legend you named early on?
Eric Morales.
That dude right there, that's what made him a star. Remember him? That's when I said, oh, Philadelphia got one. Philly got him one. He got famous off a Mexican legend. Then he fought Amir Khan. Amir Khan thought he was sweet because he beat a Mexican legend. Then the legend begins off Amir Khan.
I think Danny had the Ring magazine. he had the WBC title. I think he had the WBA before he moved up to 47, and then he got another WBC title. 2 division champion, and Hall of Famers on his resume, current champions, former champions on his resume. You gotta put some respect on Danny's name, bro. He wasn't the most gifted fighter. He wasn't the sharpest boxer. Guess what? That motherfucker knew how to win. And on some real shit, I thought he beat Sean Porter. To be real with you,
What about Lamont Peterson?
I also thought he got some gifts, but you know.
I like that Lamont Peterson fight. I'm just saying, win or loss, the fight was great. Lamont Peterson, he showed you his heart. Lamont couldn't put him down.
Now, this is a good question. Yashir says, do you think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer? Well, it depends on who he's going up against. Depends.
Yes.
I think it depends on who he's going up against. Because, like, let's say he retired the same year as Canelo. He first ballot?
Yep.
Wait, what is first ballot? Like, who you got to be like the first one being chosen?
Oh, no, he ain't over Canelo, but he right there with her. He right behind him. He got a hell of a resume, man. That's a good resume he got. You them names you was naming, them killers, man. You named like 8 killers in a row.
Oh, wait. So a first ballot Hall of Fame are athletes inducted into their sports Hall of Fame on their first year of eligibility. Okay. So like the first year you eligible for being in the Hall of Fame, I don't know what time frame that is. I think it's like what, like 5 years?
Right.
First ballot, boom, good, ready to go type shit.
Don't make him wait. He earned first ballot out of Philadelphia. He like Bernard Hopkins, man. Them Philadelphians earned it the hard way. He didn't get it easy. He didn't get them easy fights. He had to fight Matisse. Matisse is John Wick and Equalizer put together. Matisse is John Wick and Equalizer put together. He beat him.
Wait, to be eligible for the International Boxing Hall of Fame, a boxer must be retired for at least 3 years from their last fight. Oh, okay. So let's say Danny retired. So I guess it could be multiple. Maybe you could have multiple first ballot Hall of Famers in one sitting. He might be.
Mazuma, listen to me, brother. Just listen to me right here. You got to listen to me, please. He fought Matisse, right? That is Canelo beating David Benavidez, sir. He fought the nigga you said no, he couldn't beat. You scared to fight him. He beat him.
Boogeyman. Yeah.
He beat the boogeyman. So he is better. He's right there to Canelo. He might be better than Canelo because Canelo won't even get in there with him. So he might be better. Got him.
Danny ain't better than Canelo.
Hold on. I just proved the point. The motherfucker ain't scared. That's pussy. So you got to get that brings down notches. So you ain't gonna give a nigga credit for being pussy? You ain't gonna say, I seen him get punked out before. I seen a nigga mug him in his face.
I seen Canelo fight some dangerous motherfuckers too.
No,
he had a little funny with Benavidez, but he fought some killers too.
And you ain't never seen a nigga punk out Danny Garcia. Who is pussy too? That's the thing. I seen you be.
I mean, if you really want to take it there, he did avoid Victor Postal though.
Indeed. But he wasn't putting pressure on him like this. The Postal is not putting pressure on him.
He could have fought Boots in a Philly versus Philly fight. He chose not to. Nigga don't even want to spar Boots.
At this point in his career, it's understandable.
I'm about to bring my amateur kid with 15 fights to go spar Boots. He gonna spar Boots before Danny do.
Right.
That's some shit.
Yeah, but Danny's done now.
Danny is a Hall of Famer though, Teach. He is a Hall of Famer. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. If y'all niggas out here talking about how Gervonta Davis a Hall of Famer and all that, Danny got a way better resume than Gervonta Davis. And we could have that debate all day, every day. We can have that debate all day, every day. Danny got a better resume than Gervonta Davis.
Hell yeah,
Gervonta Davis this motherfucking Hall of Famer and Danny not.
No, that's not even a question. But the only thing I want you to realize is if you seen one nigga get punked out, and you ain't never seen another nigga get punked out, you gonna be like, he gonna go no matter what. He ain't gonna let no nigga just mug him in the face. Canelo gonna let a nigga mug him in the face and
Fredo,
walk
you don't know
away.
what you talking. I'm sorry, Mastermind. Fredo, you don't even know what you talking about, bro. You said a 3-division champ. So at 140, he had a legit title. I can only recall 2 weight classes he had legit titles in. Are we counting regular titles as being, legit titles? Rolly a 2-division champ, just like Tank is. Wait, I don't even know if he got elevated yet. So technically, he did Rolly get elevated to WBA full status champ? I don't even know yet. We counting that WBA regular title at 140, Fredo? Let me know.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, shit, man. Go ahead, man. I'm about to get on out of here, man. I appreciate you having me on the platform, brother.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
Yes, sir.
So yes, Rolly full champion. Y'all motherfuckers going to war in the comments. See the Hall of Fame counts regulars. I bet they do. Shit, well, I don't. Those baby belts. Those baby belts, man. But we got any last questions before I get up out of here, man? Do we have any last questions before we get up out of here? What's my Eric Corey said? What's my Canelo Crawford pick? A Bud and Danny Garcia fight would have been lit. I agree. I don't know if Danny wanted that though. My Crawford Canelo pick. I'm not doing my final prediction until the weigh-in. So we're gonna have to wait until Friday afternoon for me to really give you my assessment. You know what I mean? That's what I want to pay. I want to see. I want to see how they look on the scale. I want to see all that. Pause. You feel what I'm saying? So once I get a look at how the way they look, you know what I mean? I'm gonna pay attention. I'm gonna be really locked in this whole week to see how they look. I mean, if they're doing some type of media workout, I'm definitely paying attention to that because that's gonna give us some insight on what they've been working on possibly. Yeah, and I need to see how Bud look with that additional weight on him. See what weight he come in at, because I think that's gonna be important. I mean, I'm gonna hold off on my opinion until the weigh-in. You feel me? But all right, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and show love as always. If y'all could go ahead and hit the like button on the way out, that'll be very much appreciated. You see what I'm saying? We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,100 mark. About to hit that 3,200 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob for making this possible. Share the video, like the video. As always, man, I'll be back at y'all with another live tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to continue cooking up on what's going on in the boxing world. Until then, y'all have a blessed, beautiful one. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.